Right, we are live at CollectCo for tonight's live Facebook record sale. When you're on and watching, be sure to let us know when you're on and watching. Let's see what's going on here. First comment, I'm across the room, but I saw something pop up. That's always a good sign. That means somebody's on and watching. Still got a few more records to mark here. I see Craig's comment. That's good. If I see Craig watching, then we're in good shape to roll. All right, let's see here. I got a few more records to mark. You probably can hear my pricing gun. I showed up and last night I kind of was prepared to show up and just get the show started. And I had no idea all this new vinyl would come in. So thanks to Jake for unboxing it. But I've also had a few, kind of an overwhelming amount of new vinyl to mark right quick. So I'm almost done. And I'm officially about to start showing it because I'm sure we got this much new vinyl in. Y'all ready to see it as much as I'm ready to show it. So, and John's done a great job pricing stuff today for tonight's show. And we got a big, huge order of puzzles in. I don't know. We got to make sure Jerry Stone's watching because we got a huge order of puzzles in. And lots of new pre-orders. And what else is over here? Oh, and we got some major putbacks. So, major putback to resale. I'm going to need my laptop charger. Let me bring this a little bit closer. Hope everybody's ready for tonight's main event, which is going to be what you're doing right now. CollectCo Live. Let me get my laptop charger plugged in, and we are ready. Jerry says, I'll be here. Welcome, Jerry. I have. This is kind of like the morning hours for me. Sometimes I elect to do like an all-nighter the night before to get ready for a sale, which means like I don't an all-nighter and an all-dayer because I got stuff I try to do during the morning, like between 8 and 10. So sometimes, like when I go live, I've probably been awake for like an hour, maybe 45 minutes. Sometimes I've been awake for a couple hours. Sometimes I've been awake all day. Sometimes y'all catch me doing a sale, and I've been here like almost half the day already. But a lot of times if I'm here starting these sales, it's kind of like morning hours for me. So I'm still trying to get caught up with what's happened here during the day and see what's all come in the mail and check messages and etc. So I kind of sleep during the day and work at night. I think that's a song or something. Let's go ahead and get everything. I was comfortable starting the stream a little bit later tonight because it is Friday night. So I was like, well, it's okay if I'm 15 minutes late. So, Jerry, I saw that text pop up, but as usual, I didn't want to click on it, and so you didn't think I was ignoring you. So, but I saw that, and we'll get you taken care of, sir. Sorry to hear about that, but we will make sure that is well taken care of. But sometimes I see messages come in, and I don't like clicking on them because I don't want to be rude and think I've opened it and I'm ignoring them. So, all right, here's tonight's feed. Hit the thumbs up button. Let's go ahead and start sharing. I'm just now getting everything shared. So there's that. Hit copy. Let's go ahead and hit group, and I'm going to share it into a few groups. If you have a group you can share it in that they don't mind with a feed being posted, go right ahead. Any kind of new customer, we would love to welcome to the CollectCo family. So there is no kind of hype or preview for tonight. Once again, it's all going to be kind of big surprises. So it's man, it's kind of like the other night. I got 2 whole crates of new sealed stuff here. So let's go ahead and find the YouTube stream though, and let's get this pulled up. Okay, there's that. Also on YouTube, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. And I'm going to copy that. I'm going to get it shared over here to our stories. And let's go over to Instagram first. Let's go there. Let's go story. And let's go looking for an image to share so I can post a link. Well, that's not what I want to do. I want to go story. There we go. Let's see here. I think I used that one last night. Let's find something different. Let's use Let's use this. All right, link and live now. All right, so here's the agenda for tonight. I know y'all love agendas. First thing is lots of new sealed stuff up for auction for the first time tonight, okay? So I have 2 full crates of sealed stuff in the Michigan collection I've brought up here. We've got new vinyl to go through. I got 4 crates of new vinyl. 4 crates of new vinyl. And I've got 4 crates of puzzles, which that sounds like a lot, but you know, there's like, what, 6 puzzles to a crate? And a lot of them are already pre-sold. So I don't want to be a big tease on puzzles again because we had a ton of waiting list. Let's go ahead and start with, let's go ahead and do this crate that's here on the table. This is some new stuff that came in yesterday. But I think I'm going to go ahead and start showing some of it. And then we'll get into new stuff. Let's go ahead and get some auctions rolling. How about a Lightning Hopkins? This is Lightning Hopkins, the king of the blues, $15 start. Lightning Hopkins, the king of the blues, $15 start. It is a Pickwick. It is a silver label Pickwick. No condition notes on the vinyl. It's got a pretty noticeable scuff across it. So it's nothing that affects play. It's just a big surface scuff. So we'll call it EX, maybe EX plus. Still, John didn't leave any condition notes, so he don't think it's anything that's going to affect playback. So that's a $15 start on Lightning Hopkins. That's a Pickwick compilation. And I have a new edition, self-titled. Don't get their stuff very often, especially the full albums. 1984 Gloversville Press, new edition, original inner sleeve, $30 start on new edition. The vinyl is super clean, 1984, original inner sleeve, nice jacket, $30 start on that. Lightning Hopkins has a bid for $20. And yes, we will be auctioning Tracy Chapman. I think I may go ahead and put Tracy Chapman up for $1 here in a second. We'll just run Tracy for $1 and see what happens. We have Alice in Chains Dirt, $36.99. 2LP remastered. Alice in Chains Dirt, $36.99. Wasp, this is Dominator. Wasp is $29.99. Suddenly, somehow, I've got a bunch of copies of Wasp Dominator, but that's okay. Wasp always sells well. $29.99 for Dominator. I've still got 6 copies of that. We also have Doors, LA Woman. Doors is $33.99. This is an RTI pressing, new and sealed. Hope everybody has that. Jeffrey DeLong, first sale of the night. He gets a Wasp Dominator. Also, Lightning Hopkins has a high bid of $20 of Henry Perdidez. This is Lightning Hopkins, the king of the blues. That's at $20. And we have a $30 start on... we're looking for a $30 start on new edition. That's a $30 start. Pink Panther soundtrack on pink vinyl, $28.99. Leonard Skinner, pronounced Leonard Skinner, $36.99. Tracy Chapman is not up for bid right now. There are no Tracy Chapman records up for bid. So Michael and Dan, that is not up for bid right now. The Doors is $33.99. The Doors is new and sealed, $33.99. We have Smashing Pumpkins Adore, $46.99 for Smashing Pumpkins Adore. Collective Soul, Hence Allegations and Things Left Unsaid, $33.99. That's new and sealed. We have a waiting list for their self-titled Blue album. Genesis Invisible Touch, $33.99. Genesis Invisible Touch is $33.99. And we have The Very Best of Enya. This is still available, $39.99. The Very Best of Enya. Also, Dave Matthews Band Crash, $39.99. Pretty Woman soundtrack, $33.99. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Go West, Robert Palmer, David Bowie. Mariah Carey, MTV Unplugged is $33.99. Beastie Boys, License to Ill, $36.99. Lizzie Borden, Visual Lies on silver vinyl. Lizzie Borden is $33.99. And we have Dave Matthews Band, Remember Two Things, $39.99. Lightning Hopkins has got a new bid with Jesse Rome for $21. Final call to get a bid on new edition, $30 starting bid, has the original inner sleeve. Final call on that. Michael Swanger is at $22 on Lightning Hopkins. We have Chris Stapleton Higher. That's the indie exclusive on bone colored vinyl, $46.99. And Beastie Boys Check Your Head is $46.99. Michael Swanger is a new bid on that for $22. So that was some new stuff from last night. Going through it one more time. Beastie Boys, Chris Stapleton, Dave Matthews Band, Lizzie Borden, Beastie Boys, Mariah Carey, Pretty Woman soundtrack, Dave Matthews Band, Enya, Genesis, Collective Soul, Smashing Pumpkins Adore, The Doors, Leonard Skinner, Pink Panther, The Doors, Wasp, Dominator, and Alice in Chains Dirt. If anybody wants anything in there, just let me know. That was some new stuff for tonight. New stuff for tonight. All right, let's go ahead and go through a crate that has a bunch of, let's go ahead and start with some vintage check condition stuff. I was about to start with new vinyl that we have some pre-orders on, but I'll wait till there's a few more people on. That way everybody knows who got what on those. Tony Freeman wants on the Collector's Soul, the self-titled blue wait list. Tony, you got it. New edition is a $30 buy it now if anybody wants it. New edition, no bid on that. $30 buy it now if anybody wants it. Self-titled, 1984 original. That's a $30 buy it now if anybody wants it. Lightning Hopkins has a high bid of 28. Lightning Hopkins has a high bid of 28. All right, I'm going to pull out a handful of sealed stuff here and start looking at some of the really cool new sealed stuff we have to auction. So let me see what we have in here. How about this? We got all kinds of sealed, great sealed stuff from the Michigan collection. All kinds of great sealed stuff. So this is Canned Heat, the best of Canned Heat. Canned Heat cookbook. It's a new, it's a vintage, it's a Liberty reissue. Has a barcode. This is an 80s pressing. Canned Heat, the best of Canned Heat cookbook. That is sealed, and it's going to be a $25 start. $25 start. Kevin, you got your Chris Stapleton last night. Yes, we already did that last night. Lightning Hopkins is at $26. This is called Lightning Hopkins, the King of the Blues. It's a Pickwick pressing. Lightning Hopkins, the King of the Blues. It's on Pickwick. High bid right now is $26. Has a Pickwick inner sleeve. And Alex Roman's at $25 on Canned Heat. Alex Roman's at $25 on Canned Heat. Okay. We have Jimi Hendrix, Are You Experienced? This is VG Plus $24.99. Jimi Hendrix, Are You Experienced? VG Plus condition $24.99. That's on the Reprise two-tone label. So everything in here is new vintage arrivals, check condition. Priced as marked, graded as marked. By the way, if anybody wants new edition, it's $30. That was our first auction of the night that didn't get a bid. New edition is a $30 buy it now. It's a very clean copy. Jetstream's at $29 on Lightning Hopkins. So Lightning Hopkins now has a high bid of $29, and Alex is at $25 on Canned Heat. That's where we're at. Donny Hathaway, Everything is Everything. VG condition, $39.99. A 1970 pressing, a 1970 Richmond press. Donny Hathaway, Everything is Everything on the yellow Atco label. Donny Hathaway, hadn't seen that before. VG, $39.99. It's Magic, Barbara Lewis, a 1966 Monarch press. VG Plus, $19.99. It's Magic, Barbara Lewis. I know one thing, John's put out a lot of stuff that we don't normally put out. There's a lot of artists and titles in here that I don't normally see. So in the vintage stuff, a lot of soul, R&B, even some rock albums I don't see too often. So we got some very interesting stuff tonight. Kathmandu, this is VG Plus $14.99. Kathmandu, VG Plus $14.99. It's in the original Marlin inner sleeve. $14.99 on that. And Major Lance's Greatest Hits, VG condition, $14.99. Major Lance's Greatest Hits. The Monkey Time, VG, $14.99. All right, just to update, we have an out on Lightning Hopkins. Jetstream has Lightning Hopkins for $29. That's going twice, going three times. Alex Roman has the high bid on the sealed Canned Heat cookbook for $25. Final call on that. If you haven't already, make sure you've hit the like button on Facebook and make sure you've hit the like button on YouTube. We're going through new vintage arrivals right now. The Ultimate Collection of Percy Sledge, When a Man Loves a Woman, VG Plus condition, $14.99. The Ultimate Collection of Percy Sledge, VG Plus, $14.99. Spinners, Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow. The Spinners is in shrink wrap with a hop sticker. Vinyls in VG condition, $12.99 on the Spinners. And we have Rare Bird, Somebody's Watching. Rare Bird is EX condition, $17.99. Tommy Flowers, First to Percy Sledge. Tim Turner, You Were Second. Jetstream, You Were Third. We have Rat and Rave by the Stray Cats, VG Plus condition, $17.99. Rat and Rave by the Stray Cats, VG Plus condition, $17.99. Original inner sleeve. We also have Fleetwood Mac, Then Play On, VG condition, $12.99. Fleetwood Mac, Then Play On, VG, $12.99. Michael Ruckman, First on Stray Cats. Lightning Hopkins, nobody else bid. Only one person set out, but we're going to go ahead and sell that to Jetstream for $29. Jetstream, you get the Lightning Hopkins for $29. Canned Heat. I was about to sell it to Alex, but Jesse asked what was the Canned Heat. This is Canned Heat. This is Canned Heat Cookbook. It is sealed. It's a Liberty reissue from the 80s with a barcode on the back. It is at $25, and it's a final call. Jesse, if you want to bid more than $25, or if you say pass, I'm selling it to Alex Roman. Back up to the top, Michael Ruckman got Stray Cats. Matthew Kopus was second. Tommy Flowers is passing on the Percy Sledge, so let's give that to Tim Turner. Let's fix that one. Tim Turner, you get the Percy Sledge, not Tommy Flowers. Jetstream was second. We have a new bid on Lightning Hopkins that came in late. Mike, I've already sold that. And we have Jesse Rome. We have Jesse Rome is at 26 on canned heat. $26 on canned heat. Kelly Bagwell wants Fleetwood Mac. Post are getting out there. I had a friend on Facebook said, Stacy, you watch this. I said, I have been for 2 years. Thank you. Well, that's great. Yeah, maybe my Facebook ads are working, so I hope so. Quite a bit of our, well, it's actually quite scary how much money I send Facebook every month. So, okay, new auction. So lots of sealed stuff tonight. We have Robert Plant, Now, and Zen. Robert Plant, Now, and Zen. This is sealed for a $25 start. It's a sealed club copy of Robert Plant, Now, and Zen. $25 start on that. Kelly got Fleetwood Mac. Matt Lawson wants the Jimi Hendrix. I was about to say, goodness gracious, is nobody going to buy this? That is sold to Matt Lawson. Canned heat's now at 30. Jesse Rome, you're out. Robert Plant's a sealed club copy, looking for a $25 start. Peter Cetera, Solitude Solitaire, EX condition, $12.99 for Peter Cetera. Phil Collins, Don't Lose My Number, 12-inch single, VG Plus, $9.99. And Marvin Gaye, Let's Get It On. Wow, it's in shrink wrap. The vinyl, though, is in VG condition, $19.99. We just don't get that too often in general. The cover's in shrink wrap. That's very unusual. The vinyl's in VG, $19.99. Styx is VG condition, $12.99. This one's called Heat. Is that what that's called? Yeah, Styx 1. No, it's their, it's a reissue of their first album. I think they put the word, nope, maybe I'm just crazy. Styx 1. It's a reissue of their first album, self-titled. VG condition, $12.99. John Otten gets to Phil Collins. Michael McDowell gets to Marvin Gaye. Christina, you were second. We have Jesse Rome out on canned heat. This is sold to Alex Roman for $30. Hendrix is already sold. Robert Plant, we're looking for a $25 start. Next auction is sealed. Genesis, In the Beginning. This is a Genesis compilation of early tracks. It's a 1977 compilation, London Collector Series. It's a $25 start. Jeff Malwitz is the high bidder on Robert Plant at $25. We have Nancy Sinatra, Lee Hazelwood, VG condition, $9.99. It's a Mother, James Brown, VG condition, $19.99. Not bad for a James Brown album, $19.99. It's a Mother, VG, $19.99. And The Who, Magic Bus, VG condition, has the original Decca inner sleeve. Not a bad looking jacket. Always awesome artwork on that. That right there defines the that defines the summer of love right there. 67, 68, VG condition, $24.99. Robert Plant has new bid for $30. Travis Wade on Nancy Sinatra. Jetstream was second. Jeff and Master first on James Brown. Scott Smith on The Who. Jetstream was second. If you're watching for the first time tonight, as you can see, we move pretty fast. So there's two things you need to know. These are auctions back here. Pay close attention to what the bid is. I'll be calling out the bids. They also pop up here on the screen. See where my hand's going up and down? That's everybody watching on Facebook and YouTube. You just can't look at your YouTube chat. You just can't look at your Facebook chat. We're streaming on both platforms simultaneously, and all the comments pop up here. These are claims. These are all check condition. This is all first come, first serve. I'll be telling you the grade and then the price. Have your thumbs ready. Things move very fast. Genesis, we're looking for a $25 start. It's called In the Beginning. $25 start, In the Beginning. No bid on that. And Robert Plant's at $30 with Kevin Crowell, and Jeff Malwitz is out. If you decide you're done bidding, please let me know you're out. But that also means you can't bid again. But that also means we can move through auctions a lot faster. Alan Parsons Project, iRobot, EX condition, $17.99. Alan Parsons Project, iRobot, EX $17.99. The Foundations is in VG condition, $9.99. Steely Dan, Aja, VG Plus, $24.99. This is actually a 1977 Canadian press. VG Plus, $24.99 on that. New bid on Robert Plant for $35. Grand Funk Live is EX condition, $22.99. Grand Funk Live, EX condition, $22.99. Chip Hall wants iRobot. Chip Hall, that's sold to you. Craig Johnson, you were second. Grace Jones, Slave to the Rhythm. Grace Jones is in VG condition, $14.99. Grace Jones, Slave to the Rhythm, VG condition, $14.99. Golden Earring, To the Hilt. Golden Earring is in VG condition, $12.99. And we also have Phil Collins, Hello, I Must Be Going, EX condition, $17.99. Genesis is a no bid. If anybody wants that for a $25 buy it now, it's a sealed copy. It's a compilation called In the Beginning. It's a compilation of early Genesis tracks. No bid for a $25 buy now. Robert Plant's now at $38 with Kevin Crowell. Jeff Malwitz, you're out. Craig Johnson, you were second to the Alan Parsons. Travis Wade, first to Grace Jones. Michael Ruckman, first to Golden Earring. We have Craig Johnson getting the buy now on the Genesis for $25. Aja Scott Smith was VG Plus $24.99. Jeff's out on Robert Plant. Kevin Crow has that for $38. $38 on the sealed Robert Plant. Final call. Next sealed auction is Grand Funk Greatest Hits. It's a sealed Capitol reissue. We're an American band, some kind of wonderful locomotion, sealed Grand Funk. It's a Capitol reissue. This is probably going to be on a green Capitol label if you were to open it. It's a sealed copy, $25 start. Grand Funk Hits. Grand Funk Hits. That's sealed, never been opened. We have Crazy Elephant. That's VG condition, $9.99. Crazy Elephant's in VG condition, $9.99. And Grease is in VG condition, $9.99. We have a putback on Marvin Gaye. Let me see who was next on it. Marvin Gaye, we have Christina Schwab was next, and she said she'll take it. So let me pull back that out and put it back in a new order. Marvin Gaye, let's get it on. That is now sold to Christina. She said she'll take it, and she was next. VG condition, $19.99 in shrink wrap. So that is sold to Christina. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Christina. Grand Funk's at $25.25. Mike Vandergits gets Grease, condition of Robert Plant. It's sealed. Robert Plant is a sealed club copy, Columbia club copy. High bid is $38. It is sealed. Has one tear in the shrink, or does it? I thought I saw a tear in the shrink. Never mind. This thing's very nicely sealed. That is very nicely sealed. Robert Plant's at $38. Next was Brooke Paget. You were second on Grease. And Grand Funk's now at $26. Grand Funk is also sealed. Doing lots of sealed records tonight that has not been advertised. And then I've got some other stuff pulled out the auction, like a Tracy Chapman, self-titled. You probably saw it as the thumbnail image. But there's literally an entire, let's see, sealed Springsteen, Rick James, Jackie Wilson, The Drifters, B.B. King, Traffic, Frank Sinatra, Gary Wright, Herb Albert, Charles Mingus, Edgar Winter, Fabulous Thunderbirds, Fleetwood Mac, Alabama, Rick Derringer, Bob Dylan, Rodney Dangerfield, Joe Cocker, Night Ranger, Ted Nugent. That's Stevie Nicks, more Genesis. That's some of the titles in the first crate that we're going to be auctioning tonight. Lots of sealed stuff. Jackson Blaylock first on Crazy Elephant. Grand Funk's at 30. And now, once again, a final call on Robert Plant. It had a couple of questions, but Kevin Crow still has it for 38, and I'm about to sell it. This is also, what did we just sell? Never mind. This is Sgt. Pepper's, the Peter Frampton Bee Gees movie, VG vinyl. Marie wrote her name on the cover, or Maria. VG condition, $9.99. Bob Seger, The Distance, VG Plus condition, $17.99. If you're just hopping on, this is our first crate. We got started a little bit late tonight. This is our first crate, all new check condition stuff. Bob Seger, $17.99. Steely Dan, The Royal Scam, VG condition, $14.99. The Royal Scam, VG condition, $14.99. And The Gospel, According to I Canteen. I don't know if I've ever seen that one before. VG condition, $12.99. It's a gospel album by I Cantina Turner. VG condition, $12.99. And Bob Dylan's Greatest Hits is VG Plus, $29.99. Robert Plant has a new bid for $39. Kevin Crow, you're out. Josh Ragland is first on Sgt. Pepper's. Sally, I believe you were second. We have Fathers and Son. This is VG Plus, $19.99. Fathers and Sons. Muddy Waters is on this album. VG Plus, $19.99. Tommy Dalton, The Fleetwood Mac, has already sold. We have Sonny Boy Williamson, King Biscuit Time on Arhoolie. VG condition, $14.99. Sonny Boy Williamson. VG condition, $14.99. And The Police Synchronicity. It is on purple vinyl. VG Plus condition, $19.99. So Grand Funk, the high bidder right now is Alex Roman at $31. Joshua Day, you're out. And Leslie Silverly, you're out. $31, final call. Kevin Crow, you got outbid on Robert Plant. John Lill has it for $39. Let me know if you want back in. Mike Vandergits first on Sonny Boy Williamson. Jetstream second. Shannon M first on The Police. Henry third on Sonny Boy Williamson. Matt Larson next on The Police. The Rascals, Greatest Hits, Timepieces or Timepiece. VG condition, $9.99. Steppenwolf 7 is in VG condition, $9.99. And Tower of Power, Ain't Nothing Stopping Us Now. TOP is in VG Plus, $9.99. Trevor Melsha back in on Grand Funk at $33. Joe Tex, I've got to do a little bit better. Joe Tex is VG for $19.99. And Mandrill, just outside of town. Mandrill's in VG Plus condition, $19.99. I'm going to grab the next auction. Haven't heard back from Kevin Crow. I got to go ahead and do a final warning on Robert Plant. Let me grab the next auction. If I don't see a bid, I've got to go ahead and sell it. And let me figure out what I want to do next. Let's do a sealed Sunny Stitt. This looks pretty interesting. All right. Thomas Hujar first gets Mandrill, and Jeff McMaster, you were second. Robert Plant is sold to John Leal for $39. That is sold to John Leal for $39. The high bid on Grand Funk now is $33. Jetstream put top. That was for Tower of Power. And our next auction is Sunny Stitt, Little Green Apples. It is sealed. It's on the solid state label. It's a sealed copy. It says recorded October 28th, 1968 in New York City. This is a $25 start. Sunny Stitt, Little Green Apples. Feels like some very heavy vinyl. Never been open. Jackson Blaylock first on the Rascals Greatest Hits. That's so to Jackson. We have Come For Me, Carla Thomas. That's on Stax. It's a 66 mono, VG condition, $24.99. 66 mono, VG condition, $24.99. Tina Turner, typical male, VG plus $9.99. Tina Turner, that's actually a 12-inch single. Tina Turner. Uriah Heep Salisbury, VG plus $14.99. The Best of Sam Cooke, VG plus condition, $24.99. The Best of Sam Cooke, tan RCA label, VG plus $24.99. Grand Funk has new bids for $35.37. Sunny Stitt has a bid for $25. Jackson Blaylock on Uriah Heep. That's so to Jackson. Prince, Around the World in a Day, VG plus $19.99. Michael Jackson, Who Is It? This is VG plus $24.99. It is a 1993. This has Who Is It, 2 different mixes, Who Is It, 2 other mixes, and Beat It, a Moby submix, VG plus $24.99. It's still in shrink wrap with the hop sticker. And the Who Sellout, VG plus $44.99. The Who Sellout, that is a 67 Gloversville press. Alex, let me know if you want back in on the Grand Funk. David Hoy's the lone bidder on Sunny Stitt. Final call for $25. It is a sealed copy. This is our first crate of new vintage stuff, and there's still some great titles left. Let's go through these one more time. I've got 3 other crates of new vintage stuff. I have 4 crates of new vinyl. I have 5 crates of puzzles, and I've got 3 crates of canceled orders and non-payments. You remember last night? I said Tanner was in the back canceling orders and non-payments. We filled up 3 full crates of vintage OG stuff, new vinyl, etc., etc. There's a lot to go through. We have Donny Hathaway, Everything Is Everything, VG condition, $39.99, a 1970 Richmond press. Donny Hathaway, VG, $39.99. It's Magic, Barbara Lewis, VG plus $19.99. This is a 66 press from Atlantic. Kathmandu, VG plus $14.99. And we have Major Lance's Greatest Hits, VG $14.99. Alex, just waiting to hear a word back from you on Grand Funk. Trevor has it for $37. You're out. Nobody else bid on Sunny Stitt. That's sold to David Hoy for $25. And we have Giroux by Gary Mulligan. Giroux by Gary Mulligan. This is a sealed copy. It's a Columbia Special Products. It feels like an, well, Archives, what's the sticker say? Archive Series Columbia. It's definitely not anything from 62. But I will say this, it feels like an older copy. This is very nice. Regardless of what pressing it is, it's a very nice sealed record. Giroux by Gary Mulligan. We're going to put that up also. It is a sealed copy, $25 start. Alex bid 38 on Grand Funk. Trevor's out. So now we're a final call on that for 38. We have the Spinners, Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow, VG $12.99. Rare Bird, Somebody's Watching, EX $17.99. Peter Cetera from Chicago, Solitude Solitaire, EX $12.99. Styx, that's their self-titled debut album. It's just on a different cover. It was part of that RCA reissue series when RCA picked up their catalog. VG condition, $12.99. And the Foundations is VG $9.99. The Foundations, Grand Funk Live Album, EX $22.99. And Phil Collins, Hello, I Must Be Going, EX $17.99. And Steely Dan Asia, VG plus $24.99. Jackson Blaylock, first on Styx. Has a little bit different cover, but that is their first album. And we have Bob Seger, The Distance, VG plus $17.99. Alex Roman gets the sealed Grand Funk for $38. This is a sealed copy of Grand Funk's Greatest Hits. Final call to get a bid in on Giroux by Gary Mulligan. And let's go ahead and run it. Tracy Chapman. Now, this thing should, I'm taking a kind of a risk here starting this thing at $1, but I hope it brings close to, it should bring close to, in this condition, around $100 or more, plus or minus. So let's do it. Tracy Chapman's a $1 start. This is an OG pressing. Never been reissued, and I think the demand for this is probably at an all-time high with what's going on, probably from the Grammys and Luke Combs covering her song. This is her self-titled album, Now Up for Bid. We went from $1 to $80. Matt Ketron's in at $80. Alex is at $85. It's a really clean copy. It has the original on her sleeve, has one little nick right there on the spine. It's not really a split. It looks like just a little nick on the spine. Nice jacket, front and back. That's now up for bid. All right. Man, that album really needs to be put back into print. I have no idea what the deal is with that album, but for years, people's been wanting that, and we can't get it. It's not in print. Haven't seen a reissue since this pressing, so one of those weird anomalies in the record collecting world. Steely Dan, The Royal Scam, VG $14.99. The Gospel According to Ike and Tina, VG $12.99. Bob Dylan's Greatest Hits, VG Plus $29.99. Fathers and Sons is VG Plus $19.99. That has Muddy Waters on it. Steppenwolf 7's VG $9.99. Joe Tex, I've got a little bit better. Joe Tex was VG $19.99. We have Come For Me, Carla Thomas, VG $24.99. Tina Turner, Typical Male, VG Plus $9.99. The Best of Sam Cooke. Wow, no one picked this up. VG Plus $24.99. The Best of Sam Cooke. Prince is VG Plus $19.99. Michael Jackson's VG Plus $24.99. And The Who Sellouts, VG Plus $44.99. All right, that was our first crate of new vintage stuff. Back up to the top, I left off by saying we sold Grand Funk. We pulled the Styx record. Tracy Chapman, 80, 40, 50, 40. 85, 100, 95, 105, 35, 120, and Michael Nath on SC. SC for Michael Nath was Sam Cooke, and Michael Hickson wants Peter Cetera. Those are all sold. Anybody else? That was just our first crate. Honest Brute wants Prince. Honest Brute gets Prince. If anybody else wants anything, just let me know. Tracy Chapman's at 135. All right, let's go through a crate of new stuff. I have a crate that has a lot of different titles, and then I have a crate that has just a few titles. Now, let's go through the crate first that just has a few titles, and most of this is already pre-sold. We had a couple big pre-orders come in, especially for the White Line titles. So let's go ahead and show this right here. Let's go ahead and show this right here. We have Giroux, Gary Mulligan. Let me re-clarify what I said on Tracy Chapman. Right now, there is no in print, in stock, in the United States reissue of Tracy Chapman. I think that's a more concise, accurate statement. There is no in print, in stock, 180-gram new reissue that's been released here in the United States of Tracy Chapman. If it was, we would have them in our bins. But no, there is no $30, $34.99 version you can just get on Amazon and buy right now. It's, by definition, I consider that it's not in print, especially here in the United States. Okay, so first pre-order here is White Line. White Line is going up for, let me find the pre-order. White Line. White Line, we have Main Attraction. So this was a pre-order. This is White Line Main Attraction. This is $39.99. Come out. This is a Music on Vinyl. This came out today. New reissue for Music on Vinyl. White Line Main Attraction. Limited edition of 1,500 copies on silver-colored vinyl. $39.99. Let me read off everybody who was in the pre-order for this. This is White Line Main Attraction. Terry Myers got one. We also have one for Jason Ross. We have one for Jamie Butler. We have one for Richard Davis. We have one for James Ludwig. We have one for Scotty Hypes. And we have two for Kevin Jordan. There's one for Kevin. There's another for Kevin. We have one for Tracy McFadden. And we have one for Eric Beck. And that should be a total sold of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That should be 9 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I pulled out 10. Let me count those one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That was 10. So all 10 of these are already sold. If anybody else wants one, let me know. I have a few extras. That's a new reissue of that. Has not been available for quite some time. Been out of stock or maybe not repressed in a long time. Let's go ahead and figure out where we was on these auctions. When I left off, I said Tracy Chapman was at 135. Tracy Chapman was at 140. Tracy Chapman 145. Tracy Chapman 150. Derek Mandachek is first on white line out of the bin. Justin Randall wants a white line, and Steve Wright gets a white line. If anybody else wants a white line, that's for Music on Vinyl, new limited numbered. I have them for $39.99. Giroux by Gary Mulligan is sealed. It's a $25 buy it now. Giroux, Gary Mulligan, it's a sealed copy. I'm not for sure exactly what pressing, how old or how new, but it is sealed. It's a $25 buy it now. No bid on that. And the only other bid that did not sell tonight was this OG copy of New Edition. Has the original inner sleeve. That's a $30 buy it now. That's where we're at. Tracy Chapman, covers VG Plus or better, and the vinyl was EX Plus near mint minus. EX Plus near mint minus. So it's a very clean copy. Yes, it's no condition notes on the vinyl. No condition notes on the vinyl. Nope. Alex Roman has it for $155. Gary Samuels gets the Gary Mulligan for a $25 buy it now. Next is the Dead Weather. This is Whorehound, $29.99. Dead Weather, $29.99. This is a Third Man Records pressing. And we actually got this straight from the Third Man record distributor here that we can get stuff from. So that is $29.99 for the Dead Weather Whorehound. I have 3 of those available, $29.99. Craig Thomas wants one. Let's go ahead and get another auction started. Tracy Chapman's at $155, now going once, now going twice. How about we put up a Stevie Wonder anthology? It's called Looking Back. We had Smokey Robinson and the Miracles of the night. This is Stevie Wonder. Very nice copy. Whoa. I didn't tell that sleeve was on top. It just completely jumped out of my hand. Stevie Wonder, Looking Back. This is a 3 LP triple compilation. Amazing music. It's Stevie Wonder. It is sealed, $25 start. It's a 3 LP compilation. We have Edwin Blom getting a Dead Weather, and Clay Moore wants a white line. The new edition was EX Plus near mint minus. It was our first auction of the night. I can't believe no one bought it. It's an OG from 1984 with the original inner sleeve. We had it actually priced for more than that. No bid. It's EX Plus near mint minus, inner sleeve. Nice. Final call on Tracy Chapman for $155. And we have Stevie Wonder for a $25 start. Got one copy of Eddie Money. This is the self-titled album from Music on Vinyl. Limited numbered pink vinyl. They did 1,000 on pink vinyl. They're numbered on the back, $34.99. This is number 124. And this is New Edition. It is sold for $30. New Edition is sold for $30. And we have one copy of Wolf Mother, $54.99. Wolf Mother is $54.99. That's a 2 LP, new and sealed Music on Vinyl. We already have a bid of Tracy Chapman for $155. So Alex has it for $155. I'm about to sell it. I've said twice, 3 times. If anybody wants in, more than $155, moments left. No bid on Stevie Wonder, looking for a $25 start. Rob, there is a saw mark. Now I expect you to bid on it since you noticed that. It is a cutout, $25 start. Next is, there was a pre-order for this, Carlos Santana, Divine Light. Carlos Santana, this was a new release. Carlos Santana, $39.99. Let me look up the pre-order for this. Santana is, Carlos Santana, Divine Light. I think first time on vinyl. Yep, first time on vinyl, I'm pretty sure, $39.99. Reconstruction and Mixed Translation by Bill Laswell. Available on vinyl for the first time. $39.99. $39.99. This is Carlos Santana, Divine Light. Music from Illuminations and Love, Devotion, Surrender. There was a pre-order for that. The pre-order was Kelly Bagwell, Bill Samus, and Shepherd Michael. All 3 of these are sold. And I have one left. One Santana left. We have Mary Ann, I believe, Green Young, $175 on the Tracy Chapman. That's a new bid, $175 with Mary Ann. Is that what that says? Mary Ann? Yeah, Mary Ann Green Young, $175 on Tracy Chapman. That's a new bid. We also got a bid on Stevie Wonder with Joseph Snow for $25. We have an out from Alex Roman. Now the new high bid is $175. Final call. And Stevie Wonder's a final call for $25. I got another Dead Weather. This is called Sea of Cowards. Dead Weather, Sea of Cowards, $29.99. I have 3 of those. Dead Weather, Sea of Cowards, $29.99. And the other new white line that came in was called Big Game. This is White Line Big Game, and this was also a new pre-order. Let me pull up this white line and read off everybody who got one. White Line Big Game, also due out today, $39.99. This is up for bid. We have Bob Riger. He got one. Matt Algram got one. Let's see here. Bob Riger, Matt Algram, Scotty Hops, Terry Watts, Devin Reese, and Kevin Jordan got 2. If anybody else wants a white line, these are already pre-sold. White Line Big Game, Music on Vinyl, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 copies here. 2, 4, 6, 7. 2, 4, 6, 7. All those are sold. If anybody else wants one, they are available for sale right now. Jake just brought 3. Is that the canceled stuff? Yeah. Jake just brought 3. Okay, great. Okay, thank you. Jake just brought 3 more crates up here. Fantastic. All right, so back up at the top. Mary Ann has the Tracy Chapman for $125. We're about to sell it. Stevie Wonder's at $25. We're about to sell it. Chip Hall gets the Eddie money. That's sold to Chip Hall. He gets Eddie money. Craig Thomas gets the other Dead Weather. That is sold to Craig Thomas. We have Matt Ketron says, I'll take the second Dead Weather. This one right here is sold to Matt Ketron. We have Dan Geller wants White Line Big Game. That's sold to Dan Geller. And Mike Torres also wants a White Line Big Game, and so does Jeffrey Dunlap. Those are all sold. I have filled up this first crate pretty full, so let me go ahead and set that off. I'm going to stop there with Jeffrey Dunlap. Let me set this crate right over here. And I need a new empty one. All right. So, let's go ahead and sell this. Mary Ann, if you're a first-time buyer, thank you and welcome. Make sure you contact our Facebook page. This is sold to you for $175. Make sure you contact our Facebook page. We need your email address and your mailing address. Tracy Chapman is sold to you for $175. Thank you and welcome. We have Stevie Wonder sold for $25. This is sold to Joseph Snow, 3 LP compilation for $25. Thank you, Joseph Snow. That was sealed. Hope you open that. That's sold to you for $25. Stevie Wonder Looking Back. And Jerry Stone, I didn't have you on the Santana, but if you want one, there's one left. Let me make sure. Let me go back to that. But Jerry Stone, you wasn't down on the Santana. There was 3 people. It was Shepard Michael, Bill Samus, and Kelly Bagwell. All right, back up to the top. I left off of White Line, Chad. I just got on to White Line Main Attraction come out this week. It's right here. I'm about to show it again. So, Jerry, if you want Santana, there's one left. Mark, your bid of Stevie Wonder came in late. John Otten wants Dead Weather Whorehound. If anybody else wants a copy, let me know. John Otten, that one's sold to you. That was my last copy. Jerry Stone wants the last copy of Santana. And the first record in this bin was White Line Main Attraction. Limited edition to 1,500 on silver vinyl, $39.99. If anybody wants one, I have what's left there in the bin. Now, we sold an open copy of this earlier in the check condition bin. Here's a sealed copy. This is the Ultimate Collection of Percy Sledge, When a Man Loves a Woman. $20 start. It is sealed. Percy Sledge Ultimate Collection. That's now up for bid for a $20 start. And we have one copy of Wolf Mother. That's a 2 LP for music on vinyl as well. $54.99 for Wolf Mother. Next auction is Sealed Alabama. This is Mountain Music. It's a sealed copy of Alabama Mountain Music. Has never been opened. It is a sealed copy, and it's a $20 start as well. Alabama Mountain Music. It is sealed, and let me figure out what kind of pressings these are. Alabama Mountain Music is a, let's see here. It's a sealed OG. It's not a club. Sealed retail copy, and Percy Sledge is also a sealed retail copy. This is a Columbia Club copy. Correction. Very tiny right there. Manufactured by Columbia House under license. All right, so those are $20 starts. Also, we had one copy, the last Dead Weather, Sea of Cowards, $29.99. That's the only one I have left there. And the other White Line was called Big Game, $39.99. $39.99. White Line Big Game. There's those. There's Dead Weather, Wolf Mother, and the other White Line. Those are all still available if anybody wants them. Let's go ahead and go through a new crate of new vintage stuff. Let's go ahead and go through a crate of new vintage stuff, and I have 3 more crates of new vinyl after that. And let's see what's in this bin right here. Man, John got us some really good-looking stuff marked for tonight's show. I think I'm going to go through this crate right here next. None of this is check condition. It's all EX Plus or better. So let me give you an update on the agenda again. Kevin, you got 2 copies of both White Lines already. Kevin, you got 2 copies of both White Lines. You got 2 copies of both White Lines. Okay, so right now, here's what's on the agenda. Now we've got 3 crates of new vintage stuff left, 3 crates of new vinyl left, 3 crates of putbacks, and 4 crates of puzzles. I still got to do all that before midnight, so I'm in a very fast-talking mode. Hope everybody's buckled up, just like last night. Moving very fast. Eyes and ears on the screen. We have, not literally, we have Alabama at 20, Alabama 25, Alabama 22, Alabama 26, Alabama 29, Percy Sledge 25, Alabama 30, Alabama 34, 35, 35, Foreigner, double vision. No condition notes on any of these, so everything's going to be very nice and clean. This is $17.99. Foreigner double vision, $17.99. I have not seen any blackberry smoke this week, so we will not be getting those this week. That means they might not be here till next week. Today was the last delivery for new vinyl. If any new vinyl comes in, it will be what's shown tonight. If not, we won't get anything else until Monday. Steely Dan, Katie lied. That has the original inner sleeve. $34.99 for Steely Dan. Sammy Davis Jr. and Count Basie, $9.99. Sammy Davis Jr. and Count Basie, $9.99. Jared, which white line did you want? Did you want main attraction or big game, or do you want both? Sinatra, $14.99 for Sinatra's Sinatra, a collection of Frank's favorites. That is $14.99. And we have Dolly Parton, Here You Come Again. Dolly Parton is $24.99. Here You Come Again. All right, now back up to the top. Percy Sledge is a sealed copy of the Ultimate Collection, Percy Sledge. It's a compilation, When a Man Loves a Woman. There's only one bid. One bid with George Scherer. He has it for $25. That's a final call. The last bid I seen on Alabama was Michael McDowell at $49. It's a sealed club copy of Alabama Mountain Music. Back up to the top, Jetstream gets Sammy Davis Jr. That's sold to Jetstream. Mike Vanner gets first on SD. I'm assuming that was for Steely Dan. John Smetzer first on Dolly. Percy Sledge got a new bid for $28. Trevor next on Dolly. Jared Benoit wants a copy of Big Game. So I've got 4 copies left of White Line Big Game. If anybody wants one, White Line Big Game, $39.99. Got 4 copies left. Now back in stock for Music on Vinyl. Alabama's at $50. Michael and Brooks out. We have We Are the World. I watched a Netflix series about this. $29.99. The historic recording, We Are the World. Very nice copy in shrink wrap and hop sticker. We Are the World. That's a very nice copy. $29.99. It's in shrink wrap with a hop sticker. Ronco, hit after hit. $9.99. 20 original hits. It's a Ronco compilation. $9.99. Alabama's at $55 and Percy Sledge is at $29. George Jones, Tender Years, $9.99. George Jones, Tender Years, $9.99. Joseph Snow wants We Are the World. That's sold to Joseph Snow. We have You Must Remember These, Volume 2. It's another compilation, $12.99. The box tops the letter, GTO. Ronnie and the Daytonas. Little Girl, Syndica Sound. Another box tops track. The Delphonics, Edison Lighthouse, Love Grows Where My Rosemary Goes. $12.99 for that. And the Golden Age of Black Music, 1977 to 1988, $16.99. It's an Atlantic 40th anniversary compilation. Now we're celebrating Atlantic's 75th anniversary. This was a 40th anniversary celebration. The Golden Age of Black Music, $16.99. James Rayner, you were second on We Are the World. New bid on Percy Sledge for $32. Brian Lacey first to George Jones. Sinatra is still available, Justin. It is $14.99. We have an out on Alabama, and we have Booker T and the MG's Greatest Hits, $34.99. It's in partial shrink wrap. The front cover is still in shrink wrap. That's a very clean copy for a Stax record. The shrink is a little torn on the back. Very nice, though, $34.99. Justin Chase is first on the Sinatra. Now we have a final call on Alabama. Scott Ham has it for $55. Darren Wallace is out. The other 2 bidders were out. Final call on Sealed Alabama for $55, and final call on Percy Sledge for $32. The other bidder was George Scherer. George, just let me know if you want back in. Michael Jackson, Bad. Haven't seen a copy of this in a while. $39.99. Has the original inner sleeve. Bad. Original studio album by Michael Jackson. Grace Jones, Living My Life, $19.99. In shrink wrap with hop sticker. Nipple to the bottle, $19.99 for Grace Jones. As featured in a James Bond movie. Swing to the Right, Utopia. Utopia is $9.99. Todd Rundgren and Utopia. Also, we have Patti LaBelle, Winner in You. Patti LaBelle is $9.99. Stephen Free, He Will Take the Ronco compilation. I was waiting for somebody to get that. Travis Wade, you were first on Grace Jones, and you bid on Percy Sledge for $33. And Henry's Choice, you were second on Grace Jones. Alabama is sold then for $55 to Scott Ham. $55. Alabama Mountain Music, $55. Let's put up a new auction. They're still betting on Percy Sledge. How about Gary Glitter? Gary Glitter. I think this is the one that has Rock and Roll Part 2, the Hey song, as played in like every sporting event I've ever been to. Gary Glitter. This is a sealed Is it a gatefold? Yeah, it's a sealed gatefold. Gary Glitter. We're going to put that up for a $20 start. Gary Glitter. I think it's just self-titled. He's actually in prison right now somewhere in South America, I'm pretty sure. Roger Ramjet, first on Booker T and the MGs. That's sold to Roger Ramjet. Percy Sledge is at $35. Grateful Dead. It's a 77 Pittman press, $49.99 of Terrapin Station, the Grateful Dead. $49.99 for Terrapin Station. And Golden Earring. I've never seen this before. No Promises, No Debts. $24.99. I've never seen this Golden Earring album before. No Promises, No Debts. Golden Earring. Can't put the sleeve in there that way. $24.99. Interesting. $24.99. I thought I've seen every Golden Earring album ever made, especially for Music on Vinyl, because they've reissued. Music on Vinyl they reissued every Golden Earring, because there's some Golden Earring albums that go back to the early 70s. $24.99. That is available. Next was Roger Ramjet. I've already got Booker T pulled for him. Percy Sledge, $35. John Dorsey got the Grateful Dead. Looking for a $20 start on Gary Glitter. K-Tail's Blockbuster, $9.99. 20 original hits, 20 original stars, $9.99. Grover Washington Jr., Paradise, $9.99, and Katie Lang, Shadowland, $14.99, the Owen Bradley sessions. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button on Facebook. Make sure you hit the like button on YouTube. We got lots of great auctions to go through. I've got lots of sealed stuff. I've got some other stuff pulled. And plus, Jake just wheeled up last night. If you heard me during the sale, I said Tanner was in the back canceling non-payments. That's what he was doing. And Jake just wheeled all those up. We have sealed auctions, and then I'm about to go through these non-payments and see what's in there. I'm sure there's some auctions we can redo. Well, I was about to make, this always happens. I was about to make Gary Glitter a buy it now, but we just had a question. Info on Gary Glitter. It's Gary Glitter. It's self-titled. It is sealed. It has a clip corner. Fred, we're looking for a $20 start. Final call, Gary Glitter. I'll go ahead and put Dolly up. This is Country Music Time Life Compilation. Dolly Parton, Mule Skinner Blues, Coat of Many Colors, Jolene, Love is Like a Butterfly, The Bargain Store, Tennessee Mountain Home. This is a $25 start. It is sealed Country Music, Dolly Parton, Time Life compilation. Brian C., first on K-Tail. The Todd Rundgren title was Utopia. It wasn't a Todd Rundgren, it was Utopia, Todd Rundgren's band, $9.99. Leslie was second. Leslie put KD, not K-Tail. Leslie wanted KD Lang. David Hughes, you were second on K-Tail. Fred has Gary Glitter for $20. Final call. Let's go ahead and sell Percy Sledge to Greg Rogers for $35. Final call on Gary Glitter for $20. And the sealed Dolly Parton is a $25 start. Country Music Time Life Dolly Parton compilation, $25 start. Old Waylon by Waylon Jennings, $24.99. $24.99. Matthew Copus is at $25 on Gary Glitter. We have Ivan Neville. If my ancestors could see me now, Ivan Neville, $9.99 with the hop sticker on the cover. Fred, you're outbid on Gary Glitter. We have Verticals Currency, Pangea, $12.99. Pangea, Verticals Currency, $12.99. Trevor Melsha first on Waylon Jennings. No bid on Dolly, looking for a $25 start. Keith Jarrett, Staircase, has a little bit of a damage right here to the back of the jacket. It's a 1977 2LP, $19.99. Tommy Flowers first to Ivan Neville. James Rayner second. Jackson Blaylock first on Grover Washington Jr. Adam Hamill first on Dolly for $25. Willie Nelson Stardust with the hype sticker, Georgia on My Mind. Shrink wrapped. Very clean copy, $19.99. Fred, let me know if you want back in on Gary Glitter. Temptation, All the Million Sellers, which is the greatest hits like My Girl, Ain't Too Proud to Beg, I Can't Get Next to You, $19.99. I Wish It Would Rain, Temptations, $19.99. And The Velvet Moods of Nat King Cole, $19.99. I don't know if I've seen this compilation before. Nat King Cole, The Velvet Moods, $19.99. New bid on Gary Glitter for $26. Matthew Cobus, you're out. Final call. Wow, Dolly's going uncontested for $25 to Adam Hamill. About to sell it. Rewind by Johnny Rivers, $9.99. Rewind Johnny Rivers. Greg Rogers gets the Temptations compilation. We have Tommy Rowe, Dizzy. Tommy Rowe's $9.99. And Linda Ronstadt, Simple Dreams, $14.99. Shrink wrap and hype sticker, Linda Ronstadt, $14.99. Jackson's Victory. Lots of hype stickers tonight. This is a Holland press. The Jackson's Victory, $34.99. That's a Holland press. And Ray Charles, Wish You Were Here Tonight, shrink wrap and hype sticker, $19.99. Dolly sold to Adam Hamill for $25. Gary Glitter's now at $30 with Fred Cardinale. And let's get a new auction started. How about a sealed copy of Charlie Daniels, Uneasy Rider. This is an older record of his as far as release. This is got a barcode on the back, so it's an early 80s reissue. It's sealed Charlie Daniels, Uneasy Rider, $25 start. $25 start. Gary Glitter's at 30, now 40. Kurt Musser gets Ray Charles. Christopher Allen on Steely Dan. Now, Christopher Allen, there is no Steely Dan record left in here. And then Tommy Flowers, Charlie Daniels is a $25 start. Jimi Hendrix in the West. This is a 72 UK pressing, $36.99. Jimi Hendrix in the West, a 72 UK pressing, $36.99. And Cool C, Life in the Ghetto from 1990, gold stamp promo, $24.99. Fred Carnell, let me know if you want backing on Gary Glitter. Let me step over here and look through this putback bin and probably see what was auctioned that I need to resell. Here's a MoFi copy of Bob Dylan and the band. Probably need to re-auction that. Tanner said most of it was probably buy it now. So he said there wasn't too many auctions in here, and some of them we're just going to leave. Wow, there's some great titles in here. We'll definitely go through this bin here in just a second. Wow, y'all are going to like this bin for sure. Somebody missed out not paying for some of these. Not just a sales pitch either. This is a loaded bin of putbacks. Great looking stuff in here. There's a bootleg, Peter Gabriel. That was sold at auction. Wow, yeah, we'll definitely go through that. Everybody get ready for that bin. I'll do that in just a second. I'll bump that up in rotation for sure. And then there's 2 full crates of new stuff. All right, we have out on Gary Glitter. Gary Glitter then is sold to Matthew Kopis for $40. Charlie Daniels, we had 3 people bid $25. Gary Samuels, Leslie Sibley, and Tommy Flowers. So the first person was Gary Samuels. That means Leslie, you're out, and Tommy Flowers, you're out. Charlie Daniels is at $25. How much was Cool C? Cool C was $24.99, a 1990 pressing. It's a full album, gold stamp promo. And then Chris Bachek wants the Keith Jarrett from earlier. That's sold to Chris Bachek. All right, and let's do Best of B.B. King, $24.99. Best of B.B. King, $24.99, ABC Paramount label. License to Dream, clear, $14.99. Kleeer, clear, License to Dream, $14.99. Charlie Daniels at $26. All right, let's put up this Peter Gabriel that didn't get paid for. This is Peter Gabriel at the Roxy. Robert Fripp, Steve Hunter, and Larry Fast. April 9th, 1977. $45 start. Peter Gabriel. This is from Dale's Pittsburgh collection. Welcome back, Dale. Hadn't seen you in a while. We sold most of your stuff. There's still some stray stuff in the back. Whenever I can clone myself, I'll have more time to go through autographs. But Peter Gabriel, welcome back, Dale's Pittsburgh collection. I told y'all when we had these bootlegs, I know we sold them every night for like 3 months, but once again, we've bought what, 5 or 6 big collections since then, and there's been almost no vintage bootlegs. That's how scarce some of these are, and how often we don't get them. When I was selling all those bootlegs, I was like, wow. This is incredible this man has accumulated this many, because we buy collections sometimes with 15,000 records and there's 0 bootlegs in there, 0 vintage bootlegs. So I wish I had them all back so we could resell them again, but that collection's gone and we might not ever see anything like that ever again. That was incredible. If there's anybody out there watching that has 5,000 vintage bootlegs that wants to sell them, Led Zeppelin bootlegs, Pink Floyd bootlegs, I'm talking like a trailer full of them, I'll come anywhere, anytime to buy them from you. I'll fly the country if I have to. That is incredible. Dale's collection, I think it's going to go down as probably one of the best collections we've ever bought. Not to mention he had over 7,000 autographs. That just alone is incredible. So, and we still got stuff in the back we hadn't got to. All right, so back up to the top. Leslie did bump the Charlie Daniels at 26. That made Gary and Tommy both out again. Peter Gabriel, 45, 45, 45. The Dylan and Dead was after the flood or before the flood. I'll put it up next. Peter Gabriel, 55, 56, 57. Jetstream wants the golden earring. That's sold to Jetstream. Golden earring, that is sold to Jetstream. Thank you. Yeah, I think all the stone boots are gone. Peter Gabriel, 65. Charlie Daniels, 30. Peter Gabriel, 58, 68, and 66. Uriah Heep, Demons and Wizards, 1999. Uriah Heep, Demons and Wizards. And the London Howlin' Wolf Sessions, $49.99. Eric Clapton's, wow, this is a nice copy. Bill Wyman, Charlie Watts, nice jacket and vinyl. I've always loved that cover too, $49.99. If I gave somebody an unlimited gift card and said you have 1 month, unlimited money to acquire all those records that Dale had, all those bootlegs, you couldn't do it. Even if you had unlimited funds and you had a whole month, you couldn't even track all those things down. There's just no way. That would be impossible. Even with an unlimited, even with access to the World Wide Web, Facebook, Discogs, there's no way anybody could acquire all those, and you couldn't do it in a year. That's literally a 50-year accumulation of hunting and searching. Takes a long time to get a collection like that curated. That was a lifetime work. Peter Gabriel is at $68. We had a $68 bid. We had an out on Charlie Daniels. Peter Gabriel, $67, $68. Jeff Malwitz, Uriah Heep. Peter Gabriel, $70, $72, $73. Diego Sanchez on Howlin' Wolf. George, you were second on Uriah Heep. Peter Gabriel, $78. All right, so Charlie Daniels, I think we're done. It's at $26. I'm about to sell it. It has a barcode on the back, which means it's an early 80s or mid-80s reissue. Uneasy Rider, still an album we don't see as often, $26. That's a final call. High bid on Peter Gabriel is $78. That's a vintage bootleg called Peter Gabriel at the Roxy, 1977. Continuing, we have the very best of Bill Withers, Ain't No Sunshine. There is a name written on the cover, but other than that, it's very nice. $29.99 on his original label, Sussex. Harlem, Use Me, Grandma's Hand, Lean On Me, $29.99 for Bill Withers. George Jones from the Country Music Hall of Fame, $9.99. That's a Gusto reissue, $9.99. And we have Nat King Cole, $9.99. Is that a gratis unlimited gift card option? That's not actually a challenge, so I don't have access to an unlimited gift card, but I guess that's a hypothetical assumption. But yeah, that's still, I would bet money. I'd put up the gift card and money. Somebody couldn't do it, but I'm not actually going to do that because I don't want anybody running up a credit card for like $100,000. So we have Whitney Houston, Whitney, $24.99. Whitney Houston, Whitney, $24.99. And we've got, I'll accept the challenge. Yeah, that's the problem. If somebody was crazy enough to do that challenge and take a bet with somebody, then who's going to pay for it, right? That could get dangerous. All right, so Charlie Daniels, somebody bid 30 evidently. I must have missed that. Charlie Daniels, that might have got mixed through. Greg Rogers is at $30. Greg Rogers is at $30. Sorry about that. All right, I'll get back refocused. I'll stop talking about bootlegs. Man, I wish I had them all back, though. I mean, that was incredible. The day they brought all that stuff back and they were unloading it, and I started opening tubs and I was pulling out albums, and they were all autographed and promos, and I was like, what in the world? What have y'all found up in Pittsburgh? Charlie Daniels is at $30 with Greg Rogers. Brent Robley's at $97 on Peter Gabriel. Rebecca Barber wants Whitney Houston. Howlin' Wolf has already sold, Larry Drish. Howlin' Wolf has already sold. We have Labor of Love, UB40, $49.99. Or excuse me, $24.99. I don't know where I came up with that. Labor of Love, UB40, $24.99. This has red wine on it. And Linda Ronstadt, What's New? Linda Ronstadt is $12.99. Thomas has Peter Gabriel already for $98. Thomas Hujar has Peter Gabriel for $98. So Brent, you're out. He has it for $98. And now, just so we know, Greg Rogers is at $30 on Charlie Daniels. Rebecca Barber first on UB40. That's so to Rebecca Barber. Travis Wade was second. Okay, here we go. Fred Carnell third. That was a great crate. That was a fantastic crate. I need to make sure the other bidder on Charlie Daniels knows that they're outbid. Greg was at 30. The other bidder that I did a final call to was at 26, and that was Leslie Silvley. So Leslie, if you're still bidding, let me know. If not, and Peter Gabriel is at 103 with Thomas Hujar. All right, let's go through this crate one more time. Foreigner, no condition notes on any of these. Double Vision, $17.99. You must remember these, Volume 2. It's a compilation, $12.99. The Golden Age of Black Music, $16.99. It's an Atlantic compilation, 77 to 88. Roberta Flack, Sister Sledge, The System, Chic's on there. Leslie's out. Final call on Charlie Daniels in for $30. Michael Jackson Bad, $39.99. Dirty Diana, $39.99. Patti LaBelle, Winter and You, $9.99. Swing to the Right, Utopia, $9.99. Pangea, Verticals Currency. Pangea is $12.99. Willie Nelson Stardust is $19.99. And the Velvet Moods of Nat King Cole. That's a 2 LP compilation, $19.99. New bid on Charlie Daniels for $32. Greg Rogers, you're out. High bid on Peter Gabriel's $110. And Gene Brown wants Utopia. Swing to the right. Let's get a new auction started. Next new auction is Climax Blues Band, A Lot of Bottle. This is a sealed copy for a $20 start. Climax Blues Band, A Lot of Bottle. It is a sealed copy, very nicely sealed, I will say. It is a retail copy. It has a saw mark right here. $20 start on that. Recapping this bin before we go to some new stuff. Rewind, Johnny Rivers, $9.99. Tommy Rowe Dizzy, $9.99. Linda Ronstadt's $14.99. Simple Dreams, The Jacksons Victory, a Holland Press, $34.99. Hendrix in the West, a 72 UK, $36.99. $36.99, 72 UK. Cool C, Life in the Ghetto, $24.99. Gold stamp promo with Hop sticker. We have The Best of BB King, $24.99. The Best of BB King, $24.99 on that. And License to Dream Clear, $14.99. Greg Rogers, let me know if you want backing on Charlie Daniels. Billy Humphrey has it for $32. Sealed copy, Punch Hole has a barcode. Then we got a vintage Peter Gabriel bootleg. Thomas Hujar has it for $117. And Charlie just bid $20 on Climax. The Best of Bill Withers is still available, $29.99. Ain't No Sunshine. We have George Jones is still available, $9.99. Sings the great songs of Leon Payne. Another Nat King Cole, $9.99. And we have Linda Ronstadt, $12.99. Fred Carnell wants The Best of B.B. King. Roger Ramjet wants Bill Withers. We have an out on Peter Gabriel. And Charlie Daniels then is sold to Billy Humphrey for $32. Fred Carnell next on Bill Withers. We have our first out with Brent on Peter Gabriel. That means final call to Thomas Hujar for $117 and final call on Climax Blues Band. Final call on Climax Blues Band for $20 to Charlie DeFrank. Joseph Snow, I had 2 Nat King Coles. I'm assuming you want this one. The other one was the Velvet Moods. That's still available as well. Let's go through one more crate of new vinyl before I go through that first bin of putbacks. And then I've got 2 more crates of new stuff. And then I've got now a crate and a half of sealed stuff left to auction. Well, this crate here won't take too long. I'll tell you why. There's only 3 titles in it. This first title, though, I have not had before. I was able to get it at a price where I could match the MoFi price. So this is actually $59.99, and I promise this right here, if I'm selling new MoFi records, it's the tightest margin of any new vinyl that I deal in. That's why I don't have them a lot in stock. They make these where it's tight as far as margins. $59.99. Billy Joel 52nd Street. First time I've had that. 2 LP. That is the 2 LP version. They're numbered on the back. That should play at a 45 RPM. It is the analog master to a DSD transfer to an analog console cut to the lathe. That is a $59.99 MoFi pressing of Billy Joel 52nd Street. That's available. Now, the new Days of the New is in. Days of the New, the Green Album, available on vinyl for the first time, $49.99. Let me read off everybody who got in on Days of the New. And there was a big pre-order, as you can tell. There's a bunch of them there. So, Days of the New. Let me read this off. First, Jerry Stone wants a Billy Joel 52nd Street. That's so to Jerry Stone. I think there's another one over here in another crate. So actually, I have 3 of those left. Let's go ahead and put up some new auctions, though, while we go through this crate of new vinyl. Thomas Hujar gets the Peter Gabriel bootleg for $117. This is so to Thomas for $117. And Charlie DeFrank gets the Climax Blues Band for $20. This is so to Charlie DeFrank for $20. Let's re-auction this Bob Dylan and the Band MoFi copy. This is going to be a $55 start. This is Bob Dylan and the Band. Bob Dylan and the Band Before the Flood. Sealed MoFi, $55 start. Sealed MoFi, $55 start. And our next auction is going to be a sealed copy of Night Ranger Dawn Patrol. This is a sealed retail copy of Night Ranger Dawn Patrol, $25 start with hop sticker. Okay, so Days of the New. Let's read this off. This is first time on vinyl. Last year they put out their first album on vinyl for the first time. 2 LP, the second self-titled studio album featuring Enemy and Weapon of the World. And this is $49.99. And let me read off everybody who pre-ordered it with us. Days of the New is $49.99. $49.99. We have one for, let's see here, one for Terry Myers, one for Jeff Dedman, one for Darren Wortman, one for Alan Case, and one for Kendall Bess. Those are all sold. Kendall Bess was the last name I said there. And then next was Scott Smith, and then Eli Tomlinson, and Fred Carnell, and Eric Smalley, and Gary Samuels, and Kevin Jordan. Those are all sold. Kevin Jordan, last name I said there. And then after that, we have Scott Drum. Dwayne Sevilla wanted 2 of them. George Ellis, William Simmons, Cynthia Herdron, and Scott Beebe. Those are all sold as well. And I think that was the last name, Scott Beebe. So those are all sold, Days of the New. And that leaves right here what I have left. Days of the New, $49.99. The Green Album. It's actually self-titled. Days of the New, $49.99. I have 2, 4, 6, 7 of those left. If anybody else wants one, I got to put up a new crate here since I just filled that one up. If anybody else wants a Days of the New, that's what I have left. And this other title that's in here was also a pre-order. So let me put this up right quick. I need a new empty crate though. All right. And then Night Ranger and Bob Dylan. So I left off by saying, first at restock, I have not seen any Queensryche, Greg. I think I'm getting a lot of stuff that was supposed to come in today on Monday, unfortunately. I think a lot of stuff from that distributor where the Queensryche came from, and somebody's waiting for COC Deliverance. Those were supposed to come today, and I think all this stuff showed up instead. So it's not going to be till Monday. Bob Dylan's at $55.55, Night Ranger $27, $25.30, and not sure if you see my Allstake on main attraction. Jared, I didn't see that. Let me go ahead and pull you a main attraction. Let me go ahead and pull that for Jared, and I'll show those again in just a second. That's sold to Jared Benoit, main attraction. Dylan has a new bid for $60, $62, $65. Night Ranger $30, Bob Dylan $70. We have $37, and Bob Dylan $75. Night Ranger $38, and Bob Dylan $77. No holiday, no mail on Monday. That's right. All right, Rancan Tours. Rancan Tours, this is another pre-order. These all came in as well. Let me put this up right quick. Rancan Tours, The Broken Boy Soldiers, third man pressing, $36.99. Due out today. Rancan Tours, $36.99. And let me read off everybody who got one. This is $36.99. If anybody else wants one, I have them. Let's see. Matt Stafford got one. Sherry Darnell got one. Bob Riger and Chris Kirkley. Bob Riger and Chris Kirkley. Jimmy Ball, Reed Gregory, Joe Maynard, Kenneth Jank. Don't worry, there's more. Kenneth Jank was the last name I said there. Let me grab the ones over here in this other crate. Kenneth Jank was the last person I pulled one there for. And I have more of them right over here. These third man, Jack White always does a great job. He's a record collector himself, so he knows exactly what people want with these nice jackets. And what did I leave off? Kenneth Jank, then Scott Beebe, Lily McCurry, and Jerry Stone. So I've got 4 extra copies of those. 4 extra copies of those. If anybody wants them, they are available. Let me make sure I did all those correct. Matt Stafford, Sherry Darnell, Bob Riger, Chris Kirkley, Jimmy Ball, Reed Gregory, Joe Maynard, Kenneth Jank, Scott Beebe, Lily McCurry, and Jerry Stone. Should be 11. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 copies. That's what I have left there. Okay, now I said Bob Dylan 77, Bob Dylan 80, Night Ranger 40, Bob Dylan 81, Night Ranger 42, Night Ranger 45. Only thing left in here is Billy Joe 52nd Street, new MoFi, Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab, $59.99. Billy Joe 52nd Street, 2 LP, 45 RPM. Days of the New is $49.99. Music on vinyl. Days of the New is $49.99. And we have the Rancan Tours, the Rancan Tours, the Rancan Terrors, the Rancan Tours. This is Broken Boy Soldiers, $36.99. I've got 4 of those if anybody wants them. If anybody wants those, they're available. Now, the first bin of new vinyl, since I'm surprised we didn't sell out, I'll go ahead and condense them because I'm going to need an empty crate in just a second anyways. I got 2 different White Lines in. White Lines is main attraction, $39.99. White Line main attraction, that's on silver vinyl, $39.99. Wolf Mother is $54.99. Dead Weather, Sea of Cowards, $29.99. And the other White Line is Big Game. That's on black vinyl. That's also a new repressing of that. So $39.99 on the White Lines. Just let me know which one you want if you do want one. And so far, that's all the new vinyl that's come in except for stuff that we sold out of. So Let me put this right over here, and let's bring over that crate of putbacks. So, Bob Dylan, the high bid, I think, is with Mr. David Johnson at $81, and Night Ranger is at $55. Any metal in the putback crate. You're about to find out right now. Be ready to claim them. We got a bin of vintage, pre-owned putbacks. So, some of this is vintage OG stuff. Some of it is pre-owned. Like there's some sealed. I know for sure I saw a sealed Slayer in here. And let's go through it right now. Okay, what's up for auction? The Raconteurs. Raconteurs? Boy, that's weird. That's a weird name. All right, we have Bob Dylan. The high bid on this is a sealed MoFi copy of Bob Dylan and the Band. David Johnson has it for $81 before the flood, final call. And then we have a sealed retail copy, sealed, unopened, of Night Ranger Dawn Patrol, no saw marks, cut holes, or punch holes. The high bid on that is $57. I'll start showing puzzles in 1 second. Right, here's where we're at in the show. It's 8:30 here in Tennessee. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button on Facebook. Make sure you hit the like button on YouTube. We have, what do we have left? I've got 2 crates, a crate and a half of sealed auctions to go through. I have 2 crates of new vinyl still to show, 2 crates of vintage stuff to show, 2 crates of new vinyl putbacks and non-payments, and a whole crate of vintage and pre-owned stuff here to go through as well. That's where we're at. That's where we're at. Fred Carnell wants a Raconteurs. Let's pull one of those right now. That's a fun name. That's going to be a fun name for me to say the rest of the night. Fred Carnell on that. Do I need to look for you in Vegas tomorrow, Chad? No. Man, I looked at tickets. The only thing holding me back is the plane ticket out there, Garrett. For me to fly to Vegas Sunday morning and then leave Monday morning, it would cost right at $1,000 just for the plane ticket. And I was like, man, I really want to see Tool again on out there. I would love to be there. But the only thing is the plane ticket. If I could get out there somehow for free, if I could get to Vegas for free, I would be there as far as logistics of getting there. But, man. Reed Gregory wants Wolf Mother from the last bin. Let's go ahead and pull that. I don't mind spending the couple $100s on the ticket because you can get on the floor right now for a couple $100, but I just can't see spending $1,000 for the round trip plane ticket. Unless anybody else is. I've just recently started flying like a year ago. Last year was the first time, about last January. Yeah, last January was the first time I'd ever been on a plane. So I just kind of new to flying, but if anybody knows like loopholes on how to get like really cheap plane tickets, but that's the only thing holding me back. I was like, man, that's an expensive flight. Of course, I think we paid that this last time, but I kind of had anticipated it, you know. So, all right, this is Night Ranger, Dawn Patrol, Night Ranger, high bid. Let's update these right quick. David Tate's at $60, Scott Ham's at $63, and David Johnson, there was a new bid on Bob Dylan. Daniel Cody has bid $85. Daniel Cody is at $85. $85 on that. Ray Greger at Wolf Mother. What hotel? We stayed at the Bellagio. We stayed at the Bellagio there on the Strip. Okay, let's go through this crate and see what's in here. Now, like I said, unless I figure out a way to get like a $100 plane ticket, I'm all in for Vegas Sunday night. But until then, Jackson Brown, running on empty. VG Plus condition, $9.99. Jackson Brown, VG Plus, $9.99, running on empty. We have Kiss Destroyer, Resurrected. This is $29.99, a 2019 180 gram pressing of Kiss Destroyer, $29.99. Drive to Vegas, okay, I'd have to leave right now and I wouldn't make it there on time. If I left to drive to Vegas, Rob, this isn't Europe where 30 miles you're in a different country. The United States is quite vast. It's quite a big country. So we have Judas Priest, British Steel, $39.99. Wow, what a nice looking copy. Judas Priest is $39.99. British Steel, $39.99. And Love at First Thing. I told y'all there were some great putbacks in here. This is in shrink wrap with the Rock You Like a Hurricane hype sticker, $44.99. $44.99. Yeah, the Southwest was $500. I know you got to book it in advance. Like if I wanted to fly to Vegas a month from now, it wouldn't be too bad. But because literally I'd have to leave Sunday morning, it's quite expensive. So, and we have The Falcon and the Snowman, original motion picture soundtrack, VG Plus, $12.99. VG Plus, $12.99. Bob Dylan, Planet Waves, VG Plus, $12.99. Bob Dylan, Planet Waves, VG Plus, $24.99. And we have New Orleans Funk, the original sound of funk, $36.99. $36.99. Now, Craig, this has your name on it. No, it's not. That's a sticky note. Love and Rockets, Sweet FA, Craig Thomas. I think we already got that for you, though. This is $36.99. New Orleans Funk, the original sound of funk, $60.75. $350 for this Sunday. Yeah, but I think it's like $400 to get the trip back Monday morning. And then I think after tax, it's right at $900 and something is what I was seeing. Okay, so we have Bob Dylan. Did David Johnson say in or out? David Johnson's out. Daniel Cody, this is sold to you for $85. And let's do an update. Let's do an update on the Night Ranger. Night Ranger has a high bid of Scott Ham for $67. We had Night Ranger at $65. We have Night Ranger at $67. Jeffrey Dunlap first on Judas Priest. I hope everybody's locked into this crate. This is some amazing non-payments and putbacks, okay? That's what we're going through here. Fantastic non-payments and putbacks. This super clean copy of Judas Priest is sold to Greg, to Jeffrey Dunlap. Jeffrey Dunlap. Greg Rogers, you were second. Rebecca Barber's first on the Scorpions. We have Jeremiah Lewis first on New Orleans Funk. David Tate's at 70 on Night Ranger. And we have Grinder Switch, Red Wing. Grinder Switch is sealed, $19.99. Gary Burton, Times Square, $9.99. Gary Burton, Times Square, $9.99. Flash in the Pan, Lights in the Night. Flash in the Pan is $9.99, original inner sleeve. So this is a bin of non-payments and putbacks. Night Ranger is at $75. Let's get a new auction started. The next new auction is going to be, I still got Sealed Alabama in here. I know we've already sold one, but there was another one in here I thought. Sealed Highwayman. Here we go. The Highwayman, sealed with a Grammy award-winning hype sticker on it. Let's put this thing up for auction. This is from the Michigan Sealed Collection. This is Grammy Award winner, Highwayman, Country Song of the Year, Waylon, Willie, Johnny, and Chris Christopherson. It is a sealed retail copy with no saw marks, $35 start. $35 start. We have Anti-Nowhere League. This is VG $17.99 from 1982. Anti-Nowhere League. I Hate People, Let's Break the Law. Highwaymen's at $35. Graham Central Station, $19.99. Graham Central Station, $19.99. Donna Summer, The Wanderer. Donna Summer is $9.99. Donna Summer, The Wanderer. We have Miles Davis, Isle of Wight Concert. Miles Davis, $19.99. Isle of Wight Concert, $19.99. Direct Metal Mastering. Megadeth. Whoa, this was something that was auctioned. Hold on a second. Yeah, there's no price on it. I'll put that up next. I'll put it up right now. Let's sell Night Ranger. Night Ranger is sold to Scott Ham for $75. Highwayman, we was at 35, 35, 35, 35, 40, 40. Jetstream gets to Miles Davis. We have Garrett Cypher second, Highwayman 41 and 51. Let's put Megadeth up for a $1 starting bid. $1 starting bid. This is called Anarchy in the UK. Devil's Island Live. It's a 33. Check out that cool etching. It's got an etching around the dead wax there. And then over here, it's got a really cool etching on the back. Very well, very cool single they did. It's in the original plastic. Megadeth is a $1 start. Megadeth is a $1 start. And there's the original hype sticker. This is the original plastic. This is an original plastic. And there's the original hype sticker. That's now up for bid. How do you bid? Just like you asked how you bid. You bid in the comments. All right, and then Highways at 75. If you want to bid, just comment Megadeth, $1,000, and hit send. And then you'll be the high bidder for sure. We have Super Hits Volume 2, $14.99. The Super Hits Volume, wow, somebody missed out not picking this up. Look at the cover, look at the songs, $14.99. Everything on here from Buffalo Springfield for What It's Worth to Chain of Fools by Aretha Franklin. $14.99 on that. Super clean copy too. Oscar Peterson, the George Gershwin Songbook, $14.99. We have the Art Tatum, Ben Webster Quartet, $19.99. Art Tatum, Ben Webster Quartet, that's $19.99. And we have Cal Jader, Gosmi Pero Ya. This is $14.99. $14.99. And Art Tatum, Piano Starts Here, $14.99. Art Tatum, Piano Starts Here, $14.99. Back up to the top. So we had a Highwayman. It had bids for $50 and $55 and then $75. We had Megadeth. So Highwayman was at $75. Sealed retail copy. Sealed retail copy. Shane had that for $75. And then Megadeth had bids for $1, $10, $10, $15, $10, $5, $30, $12, $30, $50. And then Romelu got the super hits. That's sold to Romelu. That's sold to Romelu. We have Jetstream wants Art Tatum Piano. Art Tatum Piano Starts Here. We have Megadeth 51. And the next record is Delvin Lamar Organ Trio, Close But No Cigar, $26.99. And we have the Fillmore, The Last Days box set. We had one the other night, autographed by Taj Mahal. This one is a beautiful copy. Includes poster, booklet, ticket, original hype sticker, and the 7-inch single, $39.99 for the Fillmore box set. There's the original hype sticker someone saved. It also has the ticket, the poster, the book, the 45. Nice copy. It is a saw marked. It does have a cutout, though. That was a saw mark. $39.99. Jetstream got the Fillmore. Orlando Martinez next. John Dorsey third. Final call then on the Highwayman. High bid is with Shane Devers. He has it for $75. And the high bid on the Megadeth is also with Shane Devers at $60. Three people next on the Fillmore. New edition, Under the Blue Moon. New edition is $19.99. And we have Jimmy Cliff, Cliffhanger, VG Condition, $12.99. And Miles Davis, Jazz Track, VG Condition, $19.99. A 61 Mono 6i, VG Condition, $19.99. Jazz Track, Miles Davis Sextet. All right. So right now we're in a bin of non-payments. These aren't putbacks. This is stuff we didn't get paid for. And there's some great titles in here, as you can tell. Hope everybody's paying close attention. We also got 2 great auctions up for bid. I hope that if whoever buys these, everybody I've seen so far, the name I've called out, are very well-to-do customers. So thank you for anybody that's purchasing these. Also, make sure in the future, if you're buying a record, that you can pay for it and you absolutely want it. So these are all available. They're non-payments. I'm about to sell the Highwayman right now to Shane Devers for $75. This is sold to Shane for $75. And if no one outbids them pretty soon on Megadeth, Megadeth is at $60 of Shane, and we're about to sell that. Let's go ahead and put up a new auction. What do we have here? That was leftover vintage stuff. Let me put that there. What has this been? Oh, it's more sealed stuff. Night Ranger. Let's do that. Another sealed Night Ranger. Big Life. Sealed with hop sticker. This is another sealed retail copy. It has a microscopic saw mark right there. Look at that one. That's a very tiny saw mark, but it is a cutout. That's a $25 start, Night Ranger Big Life with hop sticker. All right. So we have Megadeth. Megadeth is a 12-inch single, Anarchy in the UK. Anarchy in the UK. There's the original plastic and hop sticker, and then has really cool etchings on it. This side has the etching like from the artwork of the album, and then has Megadeth etched around the edge. It's a 2-track, Anarchy in the UK and Devil's Island. Shane Devers has that for $60, and he's about to be the high bidder. All right, we have, I didn't pull Miles Davis, did I? First, Jackson Blaylock put JC for Jimmy Cliff, and then Jared Inc. was first on Miles Davis. Garrett, you were second. We have the Super Hits Volume 5, EX Condition, $17.99. The Super Hits Volume 5, EX Condition, $17.99. Rush, Signals, VG Plus Condition, $24.99. Original under sleeve. This is a OG retail copy of Rush Signals, VG Plus, $24.99. Elvis, Blue Hawaii, VG Condition, $14.99. I Can't Help Falling in Love, VG Condition, $14.99. And The Beach, Reach the Beach by The Fix, One Thing Leads to Another, $24.99. Chad, can I get a Rancantors? Patty, you got a Rancantor, so do you right now. I have 2 Rancantors left. And by the way, I have another one, which I think is even more popular, that I didn't post a pre-order of. I'll be doing it here pretty soon. I only got 5 copies. I ordered 25 and they only sent me 5. So this other one was pretty allocated. I'll be showing it here in a minute. Hopefully they press more so we can get a waiting list going, because I'm sure we'll sell out of it. Jesse Rome, you were first to Rush. David Tate was second. Lance Yellow Robe, you get the Elvis Presley. Night Ranger 25. And George Scherer put FE. I bet he meant the fix, but we'll wait on that one. Shane Devers, you get the Megadeth. That's sold to you, sir, for $60. Let me figure out how they had this thing packaged. That's sold to you for $60. Let's get a new auction. Rolling. And then Bob Riger earlier, if you're still watching, I saw your comment come in about the Gorgira. If you don't mind, send the page a message because where Tanner and Jake's not live right here to write that down, they may hear me say this when they're rewatching it, but make sure you message the page as well. That way, when they're sending out invoices, they can go ahead and scratch you off on that. And that, George Scherer, let me know what FE was for. We only got one bid on Night Ranger with David Sobota. David, I am butchering your name, and that is what I'm known for. A lot of people are tuned in right now just to hear me mispronounce crazy names. So you've got that for $25, and it's a final call. And then we need to put back the Jimmy Cliff. No, that was for Fillmore East. Okay, that came in very late. You might want to check your connection. Also, we have Hugh Lynch then getting the fix, and we have Jimmy Cliff being put back. Jimmy Cliff is right here, Cliffhanger, VG condition, $12.99. He said close enough. Sorry about that. The Cars is VG $12.99. Let me show this compilation one more time. This is EX condition $17.99. Did I mention it had a Led Zeppelin song on it? This is Atlantic Super Hits Volume 5. Thank you, Greg Rogers. That's sold to Greg Rogers. We have AC/DC Back in Black, VG condition, $14.99 for AC/DC, and Janet Jackson Control, VG plus $24.99. Mr. David S. Sobotka. He has that for $25, and we are about to sell it to him. Final call on that. Let's see what else I got in the sealed bin. It's time to grab two new ones. Let me find what was going on here. Ooh, that's an early Brownsville Station album to be sealed. Let's put that one up. And let's do, sealed Fleetwood Mac. Okay, I like it when I go, ooh. That's like, wow. Okay. The last sealed Night Ranger brought like almost 70. This one's now at 30. We got a new bid. John Dorsey on JC. JC was for Jimmy Cliff. That's sold to John Dorsey. New bid on Night Ranger for 30. We have Darren Wallace first on AC/DC. Trevor was second. Brian C. first on Janet Jackson. Michael McDowell third on AC/DC. Mick Mason fourth. Rebecca next on Janet. And we have Brownsville Station, self-titled. This is sealed. $25 start. Sealed Brownsville Station. Does have a saw mark right there. It is unopened. It is a retail copy, and it is sealed. Brownsville Station, self-titled, $25 start. If you're new, I see some new people on. They've bought some stuff, and they're bidding. These are auctions. You can bid in the comments. Thank you and welcome if you're watching for the first time. We've been doing this going on 5 years now. We do it almost every night. We do it every night. This is the 5th sale of the week. We're doing it again tomorrow, Saturday, $7 unlimited shipping. If you haven't already, hit the like button. And if you haven't already, make sure you follow our page, subscribe to our YouTube, etc., etc. We're going through a bin of non-payments here. Great titles like Sesame Street Fever, $19.99 for Sesame Street Fever. We have The Cars Candy O, $29.99. The Cars Candy O, $29. Wow, that's a super clean copy. We had a VG one right here. You can tell the difference. Look how nice this one is on the left. That's a very nice copy. That one's VG. This one's near mint minus. We have Michael McDowell on SS for Sesame Street. And Michelle Miller, you were next. Now, Frank Del Monte, you were first on the Cars. There's two different ones to pick from, Frank. You can have a VG one for $12.99, or you can have this near mint one for $29.99. Your decision. George Jones is at $25 on Brownsville Station. Paul Brothers, you were third on Sesame Street. Final call. By the way, if you were bidding on Night Ranger and you're done bidding, please let me know if you're done bidding. Paul Brothers has this for $30. It's a final call. Final call for $30. We have Journey Evolution. This is EX condition, $27.99. Journey Evolution, EX condition, $27.99 on that. Journey Dream After Dream, the half-speed master from 1982, $39.99. $39.99. That's a half-speed master. That was originally not released in the United States. And ELO, El Dorado, a symphony by the Electric Light Orchestra. Leslie is in on the Night Ranger at $31. Final call on Brownsville Station for $25. Billy Idol, $34.99. A 1982 Euro import. Billy Idol, this is the self-titled EP, $34.99. Or actually, it's a full album. Billy Idol self-titled, $34.99. Billy Idol, very best of the classics 4 is $14.99. Very Best of the Classics 4, and 38 Special VG Condition, $12.99. VG Condition, $12.99. George Jones gets the Brownsville Station for $25. Mike Tories, let me know which Journey album you want. Night Ranger is at $34 with Paul Brothers. Sealed Fleetwood Mac Penguin. It does have a saw mark right up here. Sealed Fleetwood Mac Penguin, and this is going to be a $35 start. It is a sealed copy gatefold. Feels very heavy. $35 start on that. Now, we had Mike Torres is going to let us know which Journey he wants. Darren Wallace gets 38 Special. Jamie McCord, you were second. Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here. A 75 Terre Haute pressing, VG Condition, $29.99. 75 Terre Haute, VG, $29.99. Slayer, Live Undead, sealed. It's a sealed remaster, $29.99. He doesn't want Evolution. He wants this half-speed master, Dream After Dream. That's sold to Mike Torres. Patrick Lear, first on Pink Floyd. Fleetwood Mac has a new bid of $25. I'm pretty sure I said $35 on Fleetwood Mac. $35 start on Fleetwood Mac, Shannon. John Oliver, first on Slayer. Tony Vance was second. Matt Shepard, third. And Night Ranger, the high bid on Night Ranger is Paul Brothers at $34. If anybody else wants in, let me know. And we have Foreigner self-titled, their debut album, $19.99. Foreigner self-titled. Thank you, Shannon. Fleetwood Mac's at $35. We have The Doors. This sold for $36. It was a white vinyl unofficial. I'll honor that same price. The Doors, Open Up and Bleed. It was a white vinyl unofficial. It's a newer copy on white vinyl, $36. That's sold to Michael Nath. I'll do that same price it originally sold for. Sold to Michael Nath for $36. Ella Fitzgerald and the Chick Webb Orchestra, VG Plus $9.99 for Ella Fitzgerald. John Lennon Imagine, VG Condition, $14.99. Imagine All the People, final call on Fleetwood Mac. And I was making sure the new bidder, Leslie McConaughey, was done on Night Ranger. Paul has it for $34. I am about to sell it. Leslie's back in at $35. That's the high bid on Fleetwood Mac, final call. Foreigners in VG Condition, $9.99 for Foreigner 4. Christina Schwab wants John Lennon. That's sold to Christina. Adam Hamill was second. BJ, you were second on The Doors. Steve Miller Band, Greatest Hits, VG Condition, $14.99. Steve Miller Band's Greatest Hits. Another Pink Floyd. This is $59.99. No condition notes on the vinyl. Has the original inner sleeve. Has some writing on the cover. That's $59.99. New bid on Night Ranger for $40. And Black Sabbath Paranoid is VG, $29.99. This is a 1971 OG Terre Haute VG vinyl and a VG minus cover, $29.99. Fleetwood Mac is sold to Shannon M for $35. Thank you, Shannon. That's sold to you. That went uncontested for $35. Night Ranger is now at $40. Jackson Blaylock wants the Black Sabbath. There's a Pink Floyd still available. BJ gets Steve Miller Band. Let me put up a new auction. Next auction is going to be a sealed copy of Alabama, The Touch. Sealed Alabama, The Touch. This is going to be a starting bid of, let me get this, that sticker don't belong on there. There we go. $25. Alabama, The Touch. Alabama, The Touch. Has a little bit of a crease corner right here. The shrink on it's very tight. It is unopened and it's a retail. It is a retail copy. Let me make sure. Yeah, it is a retail copy. $25 start on that. We have Michelle Miller on SM. That was for Steve Miller, already sold. George Jones said to put that record on Jennifer Schrader's. And the record he got, the record George Jones got was the sealed Brownsville Station. So Tanner and Jake, make sure that goes to Jennifer Schrader and not George Jones. Okay, back up to the top. We have Pink Floyd Condition. The vinyl is EX Plus. I'm hardly ever going to call these near mint minus, but the vinyl, wow, well, it is very nice. We'll still call it EX Plus. EX Plus, it's an original Terre Haute pressing. It has the original inner sleeve. The cover's VG, mostly just because somebody wrote their initials on it. That is $59.99. That's an original pressing of Wish You Were Here. Bad Company, Burning Sky, VG Condition, $9.99. And Steppenwolf. This must have been something we auctioned, $17. I might have just, I don't know what happened. Maybe I took an offer. I'm not for sure. But it's $17. Kevin LeBeatty. Now, let me go back up to the top. Hold on a second. We had a new buyer, I just now realized this. We had a new buyer claim the Cars album, Frank Del Monte. He said Cars album, but he never did tell me which one he wanted. So I don't know if I lost him or I missed his comment. Frank Del Monte, I just now realized that. Frank. I never did see his comment. So unless he lets me know, I'll go ahead and sell Kevin LeBeatty the better one. So Kevin, that's sold to you. Matt passes. Christina, everything is sticker price in this bin. This is a non-payment bin. Everything is sticker price. By the way, we had an out on Night Ranger. This is sold to Paul Brothers for $40. That's sold to Paul Brothers for $40. And Alabama has one bid for $25. Alabama has one bid for $25 with David Tate. That's a final call. Lizzie Borden, Born to Be Wild, 12-inch single, $19.99. Lizzie Borden is $19.99. This is Third Man Records, $39.99, sealed, a 2012 U.S. black, white, and yellow vinyl 3LP, Third Man Records, single releases, 2011, $39.99. Matt Shepard says he'll take the other cards. I never did hear back from Frank Del Monte. I must have lost them. The Who, Meaty Bitty Big and Bouncy, VG condition, $16.99. That's a Who compilation. Alabama has a new bid for $27. And Badfinger, No Dice, VG Plus, $24.99. Michael Nath, Ella Fitzgerald, and the Chick Webb Orchestra, VG Plus condition, $9.99. It's on the Joker label, made in Italy. VG Plus, $9.99. Kelly Cook wants his Third Man singles collection here. Alabama has a new bid for $27. And I need to swap out crates. This one's got quite full, especially with all these Raconteurs albums in it. Let me start a new crate here. Man, still got a lot of stuff to go through. I feel like I'm at full pace too. I'm going to have to crack open another monster. All right. Michael Knapp doesn't want the Ella Fitzgerald. Alabama's a 30. Lucas, you were second. We also have Rod Stewart, Every Picture Tells a Story, VG condition, $12.99. Lou Reed Live is $29.99. And we have The Doors, Weird Scenes Inside the Gold Mine, VG condition, $14.99. New bid on Alabama for $30. Let's see what else I have over here in this auction bin. Once again, we're going to auction sealed records probably all night. And then late tonight, I'll do a big sort and we'll do a straight buy it now like we did the other night. Like everything I had left, I sorted. And, wow, I've never seen this. Well, maybe I have. It's a Music for Pleasure, which means it's UK, so that's probably why we don't see it too often. This is sealed Waylon Jennings. It's a Music for Pleasure made in the UK. It's Don't Think Twice, It's All Right. Sealed Waylon Jennings, $25 start. $25 start. All right. We have, let's see here. Stephanie. I don't see a Stephanie. I'm going to have to pull up my other phone. Do I need to block somebody? Stephanie. I don't see that. I'm going to have to pull out my other feed. Give me a second. Is it on YouTube or Facebook? Let me open up my other feed here. Sorry if we got a spammer. I will take care of that. Let's see here. Okay. And let's pull this up right here. Okay. Now, let me see what's going on here. Maybe something I have blocked. Let's see. I don't see anything right now. Okay, I got my other feed pulled up. I'll see if it pops up. All right, let me go back where I left off. We pulled the Ella Fitzgerald. Alabama was at 30 with David Tate. Scott Ham, you were out. Sean Fairweather gets the Doors. Alabama 32. Edmund K., you were second on the Doors. Sean got it first. Price on Foreigner. Which one? There was a bunch in here. I think there was at least two. Let me know exactly which one. Bill Newell, I have asked to. I think I've asked if you could message our page. Every time you comment that, I ask for you to message the page, and we've never heard from you. So, if you can message our page, we'll talk to you, but I've never got a contact from you before. Shane Devers is at 35 on Alabama. George Scherer was first to Lou Reed. Waylon 25. Waylon 25. Facebook. Waylon 35. David Spangler, Foreigner 4. Okay, Foreigner 4 was VG condition, $9.99. Alabama 34. Alabama 35. And we're good to go. Sean Fairweather. Okay. That's probably what happened. Yeah, these are non-payments or stray records, I should say. Let me see if I can find this Stephanie person here. I don't see that. Well, if she pops back up, I've got Facebook pulled back up. So, all right. Sorry for the confusion. Let me clarify what's going on. First, we got 2 auctions, and we have a bin of non-payments or possibly stray records in here. Alabama, Scott Ham has the high bid for $35. David Tate, you're out. David Spangler will take the 404. That's sold to David Spangler. And now Waylon Jennings is a high bid with Shane Devers for $35. Going once, going twice. It's a sealed copy. It's from Music on Pleasure, which is a UK label. Don't think twice. It's all right. $35 on that. David Tate's at $37 on Alabama, now $40. I'm going to go back through this bin. I'm going to tell all the prices and condition one more time. If you want anything, be ready to claim it. Jackson Brown, Christopher, is in VG Plus condition, $9.99. VG Plus, $9.99. It has the original inner sleeve and the book with it. That's VG Plus, $9.99. Kiss Destroyer, Resurrected, $29.99. Kiss Destroyer, Resurrected, $29.99. The Falcon and the Snowman soundtrack, VG Plus, $12.99. Also, Planet Waves, Bob Dylan, VG Plus, $24.99. VG Plus, $24.99. And Grinder Switch, Red Wing, Grinder Switch is sealed, $19.99. If anybody decides they want anything in this bin, it's all first come, first serve. These are up for auction. We have a new bid on Alabama, then we have an out, and then another new bid. Shane is the high bidder on both auctions at $45 and $45. Also, we have Gary Burton, Times Square, $9.99. Flash in the Pan, Lights in the Night, $9.99. Anti-Nowhere League, I Hate People, Let's Break the Law, VG condition, $17.99. Graham Central Station is $19.99. Donna Summer, The Wanderer, $9.99. Oscar Peterson, The George Gershon Songbook, $14.99. Art Tatum, Ben Webster Quartet, $19.99. Cal Jader, Gazami Pero Ya, $14.99. And Delvin Lamar, Organ Trio, Close But No Cigar, $26.99. Mike Massey against the Anti-Nowhere. That's sold to Mike Massey. Waylon Jennings, Final Call for $45. Scott Ham's the new bidder on Alabama at $47. Shane, you're out. Michael McDowell wants the OP. Oscar Peterson. Now, Greg Rogers wants Grinder Switch. That's sold to Greg Rogers. No condition notes on Donna Summer. We have New Edition, Under the Blue Moon, $19.99. New Edition, Journey, Evolution, EX condition. El Dorado, A Symphony by the Electric Light Orchestra, $19.99 for ELO. Billy Idol still unclaimed, $34.99, and original 1982 Euro UK copy. It's actually pressed in Germany. That's Billy Idol, $34.99. Kind of surprised that's when unclaimed. Debut release, The Best of the Classics 4, $14.99. Alabama has a new bid of $50. Gene Brown wants the Donna Summer. And we have Jeffrey DeLong on Billy Idol. New bid on Alabama for $53. I hope we were done on Waylon because I'm selling it to Shane Devers. This is sold to Shane Devers for $45. Journey was $27.99. $27.99. Foreigner, their self-titled debut album, $19.99. Pink Floyd was $59.99. Terre Haute Pressing. Bad Company, Burning Sky, VG condition, $9.99. Early Steppenwolf, recorded live at the Matrix, San Francisco, $17. We must have sold that at auction. 1967. Born to Be Wild, live by Lizzie Borden, $19.99. The Who, Meaty B, Big and Bouncy, VG, $16.99. And Badfinger, No Dice, VG Plus, $24.99. Wow. And Rod Stewart, couple classics back-to-back there, VG, $12.99. Shane, you're outbid on Alabama. Let's get a new auction started. The next new auction is going to be Ted Nugent. This is the Best of Ted Nugent, Great Gonzo. It is a sealed retail copy, $25 start. The Best of Ted Nugent, Great Gonzo, I will say a very nicely sealed copy. Sealed, unopened Ted Nugent, $25 start. Kelly Cook gets the Lizzie Borden, Born to Be Wild. Chris Wood Sr. first on Badfinger. Jim Anstant, you were second. Alabama, the high bid on Alabama is $53 right now with Scott Ham. Ted Nugent's at $25. Ted Nugent's at $25. Leslie McConaughey wants the Journey. Hope I'm saying your name right. McConaughey? Is that right? I think that should be right. And Leslie, you got the Journey. Steppenwolf was $17. The reason it's that price is because I think we sold it at auction for $17 at one point. $17. Alabama's at 55, Ted Nugent's at 30. We've been through that crate twice. Let's bring over a new one. So here's what I have for tonight. I've still got 2 crates of new vinyl to go through. One of them is only got like 5 records in it though. Then I've got 2 whole crates of new vinyl that is a non-payment. It's going to be like we're going through new vinyl, and then I've got puzzles to go through. Most of these puzzles are pre-sold, so I'm about to bring these over and start showing some of these. But right now, I'm going to put up a crate of new stuff from tonight. Jim, we've already sold the Anti-Nowhere League. Ted Nugent's at 35 and Alabama's at 57. If anybody wants anything left in there, be my guest. It's all still available. So, let's go through this bin, because I know there's some waiting list in here. I know for sure there's some waiting list. Alabama's at 57. Shane Devers, you're out, and Ted Nugent's at 37. Let's do this one first, which is Rush Moving Pictures, $39.99. Let me get my laptop balanced over here, and let's start pulling up some waiting list. Somebody also asked, is Widowmaker going to be on this week's invoice? I don't think Widowmaker comes out for another a month or 2. So I just now realized, because I see the list here, Widowmaker is not due out for another month, I think. Hector Patino, Rush Moving Pictures. There was 1 person on a waiting list. I have 2, 4, 5 copies left. This is Rush Moving Pictures. It's a half-speed master in a very nice gatefold jacket. We've been selling a bunch of these. $39.99. Rush Moving Pictures. This is sold to Hector Patino. He was on a waiting list. If anybody else wants a copy, I've got 5 left. Rush Moving Pictures. Tom Sawyer, Red Barchetta, YYZ, Limelight, half-speed master in a very thick gatefold jacket. One of the better pressings that I've seen and heard in a while. Mike Torres wants a Rush. Alabama's at 60. Ted Nugent's at 38 with Christopher Allen. 38 with Christopher Allen. Next record is the Rolling Stones, Bridges to Babylon. Bridges to Babylon is a half-speed master. Great price at what I'm able to do this one at $39.99. Normally, I've sold them at $49 or maybe $59.99. This is the Rolling Stones, Bridges to Babylon. No waiting list for this, so both copies are available. This album came out, of course, in 1990. What year did this one originally come out? 90, right there in the 90s. So it's kind of always been tough to get on vinyl, an OG copy. $39.99 for Bridges to Babylon. Funkadelic. This is $29.99, standing on the verge of getting it on. Funkadelic, new and sealed, $29.99. Alabama's at 62 and Ted Nugent's at 40. That's where we're at on the auctions. John Oliver wants a Steppenwolf from the last crate. John Oliver wants Steppenwolf from the last crate. You got it. This is sold to John Oliver for the sticky note price of $17. George Scherer gets Funkadelic. Now, I've got a lot of different Funkadelics in here. So we'll start some waiting list. I think I've got like 4 different Funkadelics, and I think I've got 1 copy of each of them. So if anybody wants on a waiting list, just let me know. George Scherer first on Funkadelic. Greg Rogers, you were second. And we have a Lizzie Borden, Master of Disguise. Sky Blue Marbled Vinyl, Lizzie Borden, 2 LP. This is $33.99 for Lizzie Borden. Let me see if there's a waiting list for this. Todd Tipton. Todd Tipton, I had you on a waiting list. Todd Tipton, Master of Disguise, $33.99. George Scherer, you got the Funkadelic, and Greg Rogers on a wait list. Tony Vance wants Lizzie Borden. I have 1 copy left. And Velvet Revolver, Music on Vinyl Pressing, 2 LP. Velvet Revolver is $46.99. Velvet Revolver, $46.99. No waiting list for Velvet. Both copies are still available, $46.99 for Velvet Revolver. If anybody wants that, I have 2 copies. Another Lizzie Borden. Lizzie Borden is Give 'Em the Axe. This is $33.99. White Blue Marbled Vinyl, $33.99 for this Lizzie Borden. I have another waiting list for Lizzie, but I don't know if it's this one or not. Scott Smith. Scott Smith, I had you on a waiting list for this. Lizzie Borden, White Blue Marbled Vinyl, $33.99. 2 of those left if anybody wants it. Next is Lizzie Borden, but I'll skip that, and I'll show Testament Low. Testament Low is a Music on Vinyl pressing for $39.99. Testament Low, $39.99. Testament. Tom Byrne was on a waiting list. Tom Byrne was on a waiting list. I got 2 copies left of Testament Low. $39.99. $7 in limited shipping. If anybody new's watching, you can jump in the action right now. Bob Reiger, everybody got a Rancantors. That's correct. Let's update this. I hadn't seen a bid in a long time. Shane Devers, you got outbid. Scott Ham has it for $62. George Jones has the Ted Nugent for $40. Everybody, if you're not George Jones at 40, if you're not Scott Ham at 62 on Alabama, then you don't have the high bid. It is $7 unlimited shipping all week. You can buy 1 record or 100 records. $7 unlimited shipping. That's for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We do this 6 nights a week. We have Jeffrey Dunlap on Testament. That's sold to Jeffrey Dunlap. There's 1 copy left now. And we have Lizzie Borden. This one's Deal with the Devil. $33.99. Clear, warm gray marbled vinyl. Lizzie Borden is $33.99. Shane Devers is back in on Alabama at $65. And Suicidal Tendencies. Still psycho after all these years. Suicidal Tendencies. And I have several waiting lists for those, but not for this one. So this one's available. $39.99. Suicidal Tendencies, $39.99. Tony Vance wants a Lizzie Borden. Let's go ahead and sell the Ted Nugent then. Ted Nugent is sold to George Jones for $40, and Shane Devers is the new high bidder on Alabama for $65. So Alabama's got a new bid for $65. Let's put up a new auction. Next new object, auction. What did I just say? Next new auction is Stevie Nicks Rock a Little. This is a sealed copy of Stevie Nicks. It is a club copy for a $30 start. Very nicely sealed. Sealed, unopened, Stevie Nicks Rock a Little, an original club copy, $30 start on that. Matt Shepard wants Suicidal Tendencies. That's sold to Matt Shepard. Thank you. This next one is Suicidal Tendencies, so let me skip that and show Testament Souls of Black. Testament is $39.99. Souls of Black, music on vinyl pressing. There was 1 person on a waiting list for this, Jake Gold. Jake Gold was on a waiting list for that. I have 2 copies left if anybody else wants it. $39.99. 2 bids on Stevie Nicks, 30 and 30. We have an out on Alabama. Shane Devers, you get Alabama for $65. Shane, that is sold to you. Alabama is sold to you for $65. We have Stevie Nicks at 30 and 30. Christina was in first. Is the Rolling Stones Bridge of Babylon. This is the half-speed master, 180 gram, $39.99. It doesn't say Abbey Road, but it's part of that. I think they are mastered at Abbey Road. I don't know if it actually says it on the hype sticker. No, it says mastered by Stephen Marcuson at Precision Master in Hollywood. Stevie Nicks 3845. Now, here's the other Suicidal Tendency. Several people on a waiting list for this one. The Art of Rebellion, $39.99. Darren Wortman, U.J. Miller, and Brian Priester was all on a waiting list for that. Darren Wortman, U.J. Miller, and Brian Priester. 3 copies of this have already sold, and I have 2 left if anybody wants one. Suicidal Tendencies, The Art of Rebellion. That is $39.99. And Jeffrey Dunlap, I have a Text M. Now, earlier you put Test M, and I'm assuming that was for a Testament record. Does that mean you want this one too? Your comment says Text M. Stevie Nicks has a high bid of $45 with Shannon M. Let's put up a new auction. This is going to be Sealed Genesis Duke. Sealed Genesis Duke. I wonder if I can make this. Let me try to clean that off. It has some writing on the shrink wrap. Let me wait on that one. I think I can clean it off. So before I do that, let me put up a different auction. Let's put up a sealed Bob Dylan. Let's see what this one is. The times, they are changing. It has a barcode on the back. So this is going to be an 80s pressing. Bob Dylan, times, they are changing. Sealed pressing. Has a barcode on the back, so it's going to be manufactured sometime in the 80s. That is going to be a $25 start. Sealed Bob Dylan, that's now up for bid. We have, he wants Testament. Jeffrey Dunlap gets this Testament. Matt Shepard on Suicidal Tendencies. Rolling Stones is $39.99. We have the Black Crowes of Morica. I'll show that Suicidal Tendencies next. This is Black Crowes of Morica, $36.99. Fred Carnell was on a waiting list. I have 1 extra copy. Black Crowes of Morica, 2 LP, new and sealed, $36.99. Michael Nath wants a Rolling Stones. Bridges to Babylon. I have 1 left if anybody else wants it. High bid and final call on Stevie Nicks is with Shannon M at $45. Bob Dylan has 1 bid with Christina Schwab for $25. That's a final call. Here's the other Suicidal Tendencies. Join the Army, $39.99. Suicidal Tendencies, Join the Army. Also, Almond Brothers at the Fillmore East. This is new and sealed, 2 LP, $36.99. The Almond Brothers, $36.99. Funkadelic's Greatest Hits is $29.99. Funkadelic's Greatest Hits, $29.99. New bid on Bob Dylan for $30. I'm about to sell Stevie Nicks. The Rolling Stones, It's Only Rock and Roll, another half-speed master, $33.99. $33.99. Another $30 bid on Bob Dylan. Adam was in first, though. We have George Scherer on AN. I bet he meant AB for Almond Brothers. And Matt Shepard wants the other Suicidal Tendencies. That's sold to Matt Shepard. And we have Elder, Reflections of a Floating World. There was a waiting list for this. Cameron Martin. He actually claimed one. He actually claimed one in the flip video I posted last week. And somebody came in the store and bought it before I could pull it. So that's sold. Now this one's sold to him. That's sold to Cameron Porter, $36.99. 2 copies left of Elder. It's a 2 LP. Diego Sanchez wants Funkadelic. Greg Rogers, I'll have to put you on a waiting list. Stevie Nicks is sold to Shannon M for $40. And final call on Bob Dylan. The high bid on Bob Dylan right now, times they are a-changing. It's a sealed, barcoded reissue. Adam Hamill has it for $30. Final call on that. Matthew D wants Elder. That's sold to Matthew D. New bid on Bob Dylan's $31. And another Suicidal Tendencies, Lights, Camera, Revolution. $39.99 for this Suicidal Tendencies. $39. I got some sealed Hank Williams Jr. Sealed Hank Williams Jr. Born to Boogie. This is a sealed copy. It is a sealed RCA club copy. Hank Williams Jr. Born to Boogie. $25 start. $25 start on Hank Williams Jr. Born to Boogie. We have Suicidal Tendencies. That's still available. Also, Funkadelic Maggot Brain. $29.99. We'll skip that one and show Extreme Porno Graffiti. This is $39.99. Extreme Porno Graffiti, Extreme 2, $39.99. Bob Dylan, $31.33. And we have, let's show the Smashing Pumpkins. This is Smashing Pumpkins Siamese Dream. I have 2 copies of Siamese Dream. They're $59.99. Let me search my waiting list for Smashing Pumpkins. No waiting list for this. Both are available. $59.99. $59.99. Back up to the top. Bob Dylan had bids for $31, $33. Diego Sanchez got a Maggot Brain. Let's pull that right there for Diego. Bob Dylan's out. Also, we have Funkadelic, Free Your Mind and Your Blank Will Follow. It's a 50th anniversary blue vinyl. That's $29.99. And the Rolling Stones Tattoo You, $34.99. There was actually a waiting list for this. I think I've only got 1 copy. If anybody else wants one, let me know. This is Tattoo You. It's on clear vinyl. It's a 2 LP. Brian Arrigo. Brian Arrigo gets this. This is sold to Brian Arrigo. Matt Shepard gets the other Suicidal Tendencies. George Scherer wants Funkadelic. George, I'm pulling that one for you. New bids on Hank for $25 and $25. Bob Dylan is sold then to Adam Hamill for $33. Times they are changing. Sealed copies. Sold to Adam Hamill for $33. Hank Jr.'s at $25 with Jamie McCord. Any metal. We've had a little bit of everything tonight. Yeah, there's been, I think we've had gospel, soul, jazz, funk, rap, hip-hop, R&B, country, metal. I think there's been all genres. I'm sure there's something. Have I had any classical? Have I had any classical? Bob, this is not Bob Dylan. This is Dolly Parton. I almost said Bob Dylan. Dolly Parton. The name of the album is Dolly, Dolly, Dolly. It is sealed. It looks like it's a little bit dirty up here. Looks like it could be cleaned or something right up here. But it is sealed and it's never been opened. It's Dolly, Dolly, Dolly with hype sticker. $25 start. $25 start. Hank is at $25, $30, $35. And let's go through this crate one more time. Here's what's left. This is a crate of all new records here. We have Rush Moving Pictures. Rush Moving Pictures, $39.99. Rush Moving Pictures, $39.99 for Rush Moving Pictures. Also, the Rolling Stones, Bridges to Babylon, Half-Speed Master for $39.99. The Rolling Stones, this is a Half-Speed Master for $39.99. Lizzie Borden, Master of Disguise, Sky Blue Marbled Vinyl, 2 LP, $33.99. Lizzie Borden. Velvet Revolver is $46.99. And Lizzie Borden, Give 'Em the Axe, $33.99. So Hank Williams is a sealed copy. Hank Williams Jr., Born to Boogie. New bid on that just came in for $40. George, I did not see your note on the sealed Nugent. Do I just need to put anything you buy on Jennifer Schrader's account? So instead of George Jones, I'll just start saying Jennifer Schrader. That's what's going to be easiest. If not, then there could be some confusing invoicing problems. So how about from this point on, if George Jones buys something, I just say sold to Jennifer Schrader. Otherwise, it can get quite complex when it comes time to invoice this stuff. We have Hank Williams at $40. Then we had Michael Swanger wants a Rolling Stones Bridges to Babylon. Tom Sullivan wants a Velvet Revolver. New bid on Dolly, $25. Hank Williams Jr., $45. Dolly, $25. We also have Lizzie Borden, Give 'Em the Axe. Testament Low is $39.99. Testament Low is $39.99. Lizzie Borden, Deal with the Devil, $33.99. And Testament Souls of Black, $39.99. And one Suicidal Tendencies left, Art of Rebellion, $39.99. Black Crows of Morica, $36.99. Rolling Stones, It's Only Rock and Roll, $33.99. Elder, Reflections of a Floating World, $36.99. Extreme 2, Porno Graffiti, $39.99. And Smashing Pumpkins, Siamese Dream, $59.99. New bid on the sealed Hank Williams Jr. is $46. New high bid on Dolly is $27 with Justin Chase. That's all new vinyl. I'm going to go ahead and show you what was left in this other bin. There's only 4 different titles, and there's only 7 records, I think. So let me show these right quick. And the next new stuff will be all non-payments. So we have 2 copies of Kiss Alive 2, $56.99. Kiss Alive 2 is the 2014 remaster. Very nice, $56.99. Kiss Unplugged. Kiss Unplugged is $44.99. Now, I did not post the pre-order for this. The Rancantors, Consolers of the Lonely. I have a feeling we'll have a waiting list. The Rancantors is $36.99. I've only got 3 copies. This one has not been shown, and there was no pre-order. I have 3 copies for $36.99. 3 copies of $36.99. Hendry wants a copy of White Line Main Attraction. That was from earlier. Let me grab that right now. White Line Main Attraction. If anybody else wants a main attraction, let me know. I now have 4 copies left. It's a limited edition of 1,500 on silver vinyl. That's $39.99. That's sold to Hendry. A new bid on Dolly came in for $30. This is a sealed copy of Dolly, Dolly, Dolly. It does need some cleaning, it looks like. There's some, especially up in here, the shrink's a little torn, has a saw mark. It is sealed, though. High bid, we had Justin bid $30. And Mitchell Richardson bid $30. Whoa, what's that sound outside? Sounds like, well, it's raining, but it sounds like it's hail or something. It's more like frozen or frozen rain. What's that? Frozen rain? Purple rain? Frozen snow? Okay, sorry I got distracted. That was some, it sounded like pellets were hitting the roof. It still sounds like that. Wow, it's very weird. Hank Williams Jr. is at $50 with Shane Devers. Dolly was at $30 and $30. Hendry got a White Line. Now, Rancantors, the first 3 copies goes to Patty Kay, Jeff Dedman, and Jerry Stone. Patty Kay, Jeff Dedman, and Jerry Stone. Now, we'll definitely have to take a waiting list because I've sold 20 copies of the other one tonight. So I definitely think there'll be some waiting list. We'll try to get those back in next week. $36.99. Patty, Jeff, and Jerry. David Tate wants a Kiss Alive 2. First on the waiting list is Bob Riger, then Reed Gregory. Dolly's at $32. Stone Temple Pilots. Which album? Sherry Darnell, also on Rancantors. Rancantors. And Josh, those weren't delivered. I have not seen those since I've ordered them. They're either going to come in Monday or I didn't get any more. One or two things. They're either not coming in, as in we ran out, or they ran out, or they're not going to be here till Monday or Tuesday. But I did order them. We just hadn't got them back in. So they will not be on this week's invoice. Tom Sullivan wants purple. What was purple? Okay. Stone Temple Pilots, purple. Yes, I should. Give me 1 second. I'll try to locate a copy. It's on clear vinyl. They're $31.99. So anybody else want anything in here before I bring over? I've still got 2 crates of new vintage stuff. I've got 2 crates of new vinyl still to go through after this one. And let's go ahead and sell this to Shane Devers. Shane, you get that for $50. And the high bid on Dolly, one more time, the high bid on Dolly is $32 with Mitchell Richardson. He's the high bidder. We got to find Tom Sullivan of Stone Temple Pilots. Matt Ketchrin also wants a Rancantors waiting list. We have Tom Sullivan wanting the purple. Sean Druin on the Suicidal Tendencies Lights Camera Revolution waiting list. You got it. Let's put up a new auction. And we have a sealed copy going up of The Great B.B. King. Take a look at this. The Great B.B. King. B.B. King and his orchestra. It is sealed. It's on United Records. It's very nicely sealed. No really tears much in it. And that's a $25 start. $25 start on that. Rush Moving Pictures, Lizzie Borden. Velvet Revolver, Lizzie Borden. Lizzie Borden, Testament, Lizzie Borden, Testament, Suicidal Tendencies, Black Crowes, The Rolling Stones, Elder, Extreme, Smashing Pumpkins, Kiss Alive, and Kiss Unplugged. Now I've got somebody to block. Chris Williams. Did that pop up on my feed? Oh, see, it's over here on this. Let me do this right here. Also, that doesn't look good. Let me see. Chris Williams. Let me try to click on his name here. We got a Cash Apper. Nobody is sending you any money. I can't even click on his name. Nobody sent him any money. Let me click on this right here. Nobody's going to send you any money. They want you to send them money, Chris. How about you send us all some money? All right, here we go. We're going to ban Chris Williams from your page. Okay, he's done. Michael Wood, I have Raconteurs. Hey, I like that. Raconteurs. Thank you. Raconteurs. Tears instead of tours. It's the last part I'm messing up. Okay, and BB King's at 25. Dolly, I hope everybody was done because I'm selling it. Mitchell Richardson gets it for $32. Michael Word, I would put you on the wait list for the Rolling Stones. Let me bring over a new crate and bring over a new auction. Okay. Everybody's always wanting money. I'm like, how about you send us some money, buddy? We want money. Okay. Let's go through this crate right here and see what's in here. Let's go through a crate of some new vintage stuff, and I'm going to start showing some puzzles. And then I've got 2 more crates of new vinyl to go through. BB King's at 30. BB King's at 35. Now, there's several wait lists for puzzles, so when I show one, it may already be sold or claimed. But the first one I'm going to do is Iron Maiden the Trooper. This has been one of our most popular ones ever. I mean, look at the artwork. Iron Maiden the Trooper, 500-piece puzzle from the UK, $24.99. Let me look it up. Let me search the word puzzle in here. King Diamond, Scorpions, Elton John, Live After Death, Abigail, Megadeth, Captain Fantastic. No waiting list for this one. All 3 are available. All 3 are available. Iron Maiden the Trooper, 500-piece puzzle. This is $24.99. Iron Maiden the Trooper, 500-piece rock saws. That is $24.99. $24.99. Iron Maiden the Trooper, $24.99. All 3 of those are actually available. All right, let me put up a new auction. I got new vintage stuff here. New vintage stuff here. Okay, sorry my mic went out. I'm back. All right, I don't know if y'all heard what I said, but Joe Cocker, it could be a 69 pressing. Certainly looks and feels like one. No way to verify unless I open it. No way to verify, but it does have a couple breech corners with some humidity damage. That would probably clean up if you were to open it. If you were to tear off all the shrink wrap and clean it up, you'll probably have a really nice copy. It's never been opened. $25 start. $25 start on that. All right, so back up to the top. We had BB King at 25. We had BB King at 30, BB King at 35, BB King at 40. Paul Oakley wants an Iron Maiden puzzle. Let me start a new crate here, showing the puzzles for the first time. This crate here is pretty full, so let me start a new one. And Paul Oakley was first on Iron Maiden. We have an out on BB King. We have Jerry Stone on the Trooper. Jerry Stone said, never mind. And we have sound, no sound, mic, no sound, sound, mic, and BB King. So I need to tell you where we were at on BB King. Shane Devers has the sealed BB King for $40. Shane Devers has a sealed BB King for $40. Joe Cocker's a no bid for $25 right now. Looking for an opening bid. All right, new vintage arrivals. 9:30, 255 people watching. Waylon, the Rambling Man, 1974 OG orange label, $34.99. Puzzle measurements. The box is the size of an album cover. When you put it together, I think it's like a 16 by 16. I think it's a 16 by 16 is what I bet Jerry Stone can tell us. The Trooper, but look at that. Classic Iron Maiden artwork. I've got 2 of those available for $24.99. $24.99. Waylon, I've already shown that. Also, we have Katie Lang. I've never seen this one before. A 1992 European pressing, $29.99. Ingenu, Katie Lang, $29.99. BB King has a new bid for $43. And Weather Report, Sweet Nighter, $34.99. Kelly, I have not showed an Elton John yet. I have not showed any Elton Johns. I don't know if I have them or not. I'm looking in the... Give me a second on that. I hadn't actually shown that one yet. I don't know if I have it or not. I said there was a waiting list for it from last time. Donna Summer, she works hard for the money, $9.99. Grover Washington Jr., Reed Seed, $9.99 for Grover Washington. Nicolette Larson, Radio Land, $9.99 for Nicolette Larson. And Lady Day, Billie Holiday, $24.99 for Billie Holiday. A Columbia 2i Mono from 1967. The other bidder on BB King was whom? Because Shane Devers was at 40. Shane, you got outbid. Michael Nath came in at 43. Paul Oakley's the lone bidder on Joe Cocker for 25. That's going twice, going 3 times. Chris Bachek got the Katie Lang. Travis Wade on DS for Donna Summer. Glenn Martin on Grover Washington Jr. And if anybody else is a first-time buyer watching tonight, if you make a purchase, make sure you message us with your email address and mailing address. Michael, this is unusually nice for a 1967. It has one little like scuff right here. John left no condition notes on it. $24.99. BB King's at 50. Nat King Cole, there, I've said it again, $9.99. Michael Nath gets the Billie Holiday. If you're a first-time buyer, make sure you message our page. We need your email address and mailing address. Joe Cocker is sold for $25 to Paul Oakley. Sealed copy. Paul, I hope you open that one up. That's a great album. I love that Joe Cocker. That, his first album was a little help from my friends, and that one is really nice. This is Ted Nugent, Gonzo, sealed, 2LP. It has a barcode on it, so it's at least early 80s pressing most likely. But look how nice this is. Sealed, Ted Nugent, double live Gonzo, barcoded reissue from the 80s. It is sealed, unopened, $25 start on that. $25 start on that. Continuing, we have Commodore's Greatest Hits, $14.99. She's a Brick House, $14.99 on the Commodores. Galaxy, that's an album by War, $34.99. $34.99. That's a 77 Gloversville press, $34.99. Marvin Gaye, Midnight Love. Check this out. With Hype Sticker, Sexual Healing, $29.99. Shrink Wrap Hype Sticker, super clean copy, $29.99. And Waylon and Willie, $24.99. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. BB King, Michael Nath's out. Let's go ahead and sell this to Shane Devers for $50. This is sold to Shane Devers for $50. $50 on that. Ted Nugent, double live Gonzo. Ted Nugent is at 25 with Michael Nath. George Jones also bid 25. Adam Hummel first on Marvin Gaye. Chris Bajek second. Matt Shepard on Waylon and Willie. Darren Wallace, you were second. We have 16 greatest hits of Grandpa Jones. $9.99 for Mr. Grandpa Jones. All right. Let's see what other puzzles we have over here. You can claim these just like you're buying an album. But just so you know, these are 500-piece puzzles, all from the UK. We have Pink Floyd, Momentary Lapse of Reason, 500-piece puzzle, $24.99. Pink Floyd, Momentary Lapse of Reason, $24.99. Master of Puppets, and Judas Priest Painkiller. Judas Priest Painkiller. Got a lot of choices tonight. There's Judas Priest Painkiller, and we have Rush, Fly By Night. Rush, Fly By Night. So, Master of Puppets, Momentary Lapse of Reason, and Judas Priest Painkiller. I'll show those first. Let me read over my waiting list out loud one more time. These are all waiting lists, so I don't have to look it up again. I will be able to remember these now. Live After Death, King Diamond Abigail, Megadeth, Peace Sales, Captain Fantastic. I have not shown any of those yet. That's the only wait list for puzzles we have. So these are all available. They're $24.99. $24.99. 500-piece puzzles, sealed. All right. Back up to the top. We had Ted Nugent. We had a bid for 30. Tommy Flowers, first on Grandpa Jones, a bid on Ted Nugent for 35. Bid on Ted Nugent for 40. And Jerry Stone wants a Judas Priest puzzle. Judas Priest is sold to Jerry Stone. That's sold to you, Jerry, for $24.99. Ooh, Waylon. This is a 66 mono pressing. Don't get this one too often. Folk Country, Waylon Jennings, $34.99. And Willie Nelson, Yesterday's Wine, a 1975 pressing, $39.99. That's two we don't get very often from Waylon and Willie, $34 and $39. High bid on Ted Nugent right now is George Jones at $40. Michael Nath, you're out. Next sealed auction is going to be, what else do I have in here? Here's a sealed Waylon. What's up for bid right now? I have Ted Nugent. I got more Hank Williams. Here's sealed Waylon. Country Music Time Life Collection, Waylon Jennings. Sealed, just like the dolly we had earlier. This one's Waylon, $25 start. Now up for bid. Speaking of Waylon, Shane Devers first to this one. Ted Nugent, $45. Justin Chase, you were second on Waylon. George is at $50. Michael Nath is out. We also have the Carpenters, the singles, $69 to $73, $9.99. And Phil Collins, no jack required. It has the hype sticker. It's been covered up by Walmart price tags, but it is in shrink wrap with the original inner sleeve, $24.99. Ben R wants the Commodore's greatest hits. That's sold to Ben R. Final call on Ted Nugent for $50, looking for a $25 start on Waylon. Here's two more puzzles, and I don't think I've ever had these. If so, I haven't had this one in a while. I would remember this one. And Justice for All, $24.99 for a Metallica, and Justice for All, and Pantera, Vulgar Display of Power, $24.99. There's two more puzzles, and I haven't had those two in a while. Those are available. We still got two more crates of those to go through. So we have Waylon at $25, Adams bid $27, Jerry Stone wants Metallica and Justice for All, and Ted Nugent is sold then for $50 to George Jones. Ted Nugent is sold to George Jones for $50. Okay, continuing. We have Billie Holiday, Strange Fruit, $24.99. Billie Holiday, Strange Fruit, $24.99. That's on Atlantic, $24.99. It's a gatefold pressing. Jimi Hendrix Smash Hits, $34.99. Has the Jimi Hendrix inner sleeve, $34.99 for Smash Hits. And Marvin Gaye, Every Greatest Motown Hit. This is an amazing compilation. 15-track, Marvin Gaye, $29.99. Shane, you're out bid on Waylon Jennings. Adam has it for $27. Next auction is going to be, let me see what I got in here. How about the best of B.B. King? 1973, sealed. There's a sticker on here that says sealed 1973. Let me peel that off. That doesn't need to be on there. I don't think it's from 73, though. That's the year it came out. This is actually from it has a barcode, so it's going to be late 70s, early 80s. This is a $25 start. $25 start, best of B.B. King. $25 start. George Jones, make sure that goes to Jennifer Schrader. So, Jake and Tanner, anything tonight that I say George Jones, put it for Jennifer Schrader. He gets the Ted Nugent for $50. All right, Jerry Stone, do you have another Metallica? Yes, Sherry, I have And Justice for All and Master of Puppets. I have And Justice for All and Master of Puppets. So, B.B. King, it's a barcoded reissue of the best of B.B. King, $25 start. I don't know if I actually said the price. Thank you, Jetstream. I must have. Shane's at 30 on Waylon Jennings. Adam Hamill, you're out. Dobie Gray, Drift Away. An original 73 Pickneyville press. Give me the Beat Boys. Dobie Gray, $29.99. Sherry Darnell wants the And Justice for All puzzle. That's sold to Sherry Darnell. And Justice for All. Queen Latifah. Mama gave birth to the Soul Children. A 1990 promo, 12-inch single, Queen Latifah, $16.99. And Lisa and Colt Jam, $19.99 for Lisa and Colt Jam, $19.99. My phone is getting low warning, so let me plug it up right here to our generator. Okay, we have Cornelius Brother and Sister Rose, Big Time Lover, in shrink wrap. I don't know if I've seen that one before, $14.99. And the Supremes A Go-Go, also in shrink wrap, $14.99 for the Supremes A Go-Go, $14.99. The Lisa and Colt Jam, it's called Spanish Fly. Spanish Fly, and Sly Stone, High on You. Now, that's one you don't see too often. Sly Stone, High on You, $24.99, a 1975 Terre Haute. B.B. King has a high bid of $35 with Shane Devers, and Waylon has a high bid of $40 with Shane Devers. Staple Singers, $24.99. This is called Be Altitude, Respect Yourself. Be Altitude, Respect Yourself, $24.99. George Jones Anniversary, 10 years of hits. 2 LP George Jones Hits compilation, 1999. And Mahalia Jackson, What the World Needs Now, $9.99. Diego Sanchez, first on Sly Stone. That's sold to Diego. So B.B. King has a new bid for $40 with Mitchell Richardson. Shane, you're out. But Shane, I'm going to go ahead and sell you the Waylon for $40. Shane gets the Waylon Country Music Time Life for $40. And Travis Wade wants the Lisa, and Colt Jam. Let's put up a new auction then. B.B. King's now up for bid. The next auction is going to be Hank Williams Jr., Strong Stuff. Hank Williams Jr., Strong Stuff. Sealed. Unopened. $25 start. $25 start. It's sealed with hop sticker. I've seen it. It had some odd shrink wrap. I was thinking it was foreign, but no, it's a U.S. Hank Williams Jr., Strong Stuff, sealed, $25 start. Now up for bid. Okay, Shane Devers at 55. Is Marvin Gaye a compilation? Yes, that is every Motown great hit of Marvin Gaye. 15 track, $29.99. Seals and Croft, Unborn Child, $9.99. Mitchell's out on B.B. King. Shane has that for $45. Looking for a $25 start on Hank Jr. Pharaoh Annie, John Renborn, in shrink wrap, $9.99. Pledging My Love, Cook E. Jar, $9.99. Cook, letter E, J-A-R-R, cookie jar. That's $9.99. Erasure, Love to Hate You, $9.99. Erasure, Love to Hate You. Also Vitamin C, Love to Hate You, Vitamin C, and La La La. That's $9.99. Shane's in on Hank Jr., 25. He's also about to get the B.B. King for $45. The Legendary Music of Fats Domino, 2 LP compilation, $19.99. Henry Pardidez on John Renborn. That was this one right here. That's sold to Henry. And we have Travis Brothers, the Travis Brothers, $9.99. The Travis Brothers. Hank Jr.'s at 26, and Maynard Ferguson, Newport Sweet, $9.99. Hank's now at 30. B.B. King, though, is sold to Shane Devers for $45. Travis Wade gets the Erasure 12-inch single EP deal. That's sold to Travis Wade, and the new high bid on Waylon, new high bid on Hank is $30. $30. What else do we have in here? I have a feeling this record's not cheap. I absolutely hate the name of the band, though, because I don't want to... I'm trying to keep this show PG, at least PG. Let's do Rick James. He's kind of PG. Greatest Hits of Rick James. This is a $25 start. Rick James Greatest Hits. $25 start. It does have a saw mark and a little bit of a crease. I don't recall seeing this too many times, though. Super Freak. Give It To Me, Baby. Rick James. It's sealed. 1984. Barcode retail copy. $25 start on Rick James. Also, Babyface. Wing and a Prayer. Fife and Drum. What does that say? Babyface Strikes Again. Wing and a Prayer, Fife, and Drum Corps. Babyface Strikes Again. Babyface is $9.99. What a cover. We have the Definite Pearl Bailey, $9.99. It has some cover damage, $9.99. Rick James is at 25. Wild Bill Davis and Johnny Hodges, Console Sax, $9.99. Adam Hummel first on Babyface. Rick James is at 25 and 25. Lament for Booker Irvin, $19.99 for Lament for Booker Irvin, and Bobby Darin, It's You. This is a 1963 mono. 1963 mono, $19.99. Hank just got a new bid for $40. This is a sealed copy of Hank Williams Jr. Strong Stuff for $40. And Rick James just got a new bid for $27. It's a sealed copy of Rick James' Greatest Hits. I'm going to read these titles one more time. Not going to go into detail. David Hoy wants Booker Irvin because we have so much other stuff to go to at least one more time. I've got some puzzles I'm going to put back away that didn't sell so I can bring over more. These that didn't sell, if you want any, let me know. New puzzles. We got a big restock of stuff we don't have. We have Pantera, Vulgar Display of Power, and Judas Priest Painkiller. Pantera and Judas Priest, $24 and $24.99. Rush, Fly By Night, $24.99 on Rush, Fly By Night. These are 500-piece puzzles. Master of Puppets, Metallica, $24.99. Pink Floyd, Momentary Lapse of Reason. Pink Floyd, Momentary Lapse of Reason, $24.99. Two of those available. And Iron Maiden, The Trooper, $24.99. Those are all 500-piece puzzles. Album artwork cover. Those are all available if anybody wants one. I'll bring over a new crate in just a second. Had to clear out that stack. Hank Jr.'s at 45 and Rick James at 27. Tom, I have not found purple yet. However, I really haven't looked for it yet. It's going to be in one of these old bins whenever I do find it. I really hadn't searched for it yet, though. Probably when I go through some older vinyl tonight, it will pop up. So here's what's left in this bin. If you want a price, let me know. We'll start from the back. Still some great titles in here. I may hit a couple highlights. Wayland's still available, $34.99. That's an OG 74 pressing. Weather Report, RTI, 180 gram. Nicolette Larson, Nat King Cole, Willie Nelson, War, The Carpenter singles. That's like a greatest hits. Phil Collins and Shrink Wrap and Hop Sticker. Billie Holiday, Jimi Hendrix smash hits. Dobie Gray, Queen Latifah, Cornelius Brothers, Sister Rose, Staple Singers, The Supremes, George Jones, Mahalia Jackson, Marvin Gaye, Seals and Croft, Cook E. Jar, Fats Domino, The Travis Brothers, Maynard Ferguson, Pearl Bailey, Wild Bill Davis, and Johnny Hodges, and Bobby Darin. We have an out on, let's see here. Hank Jr.'s at 45 with Shane Devers. He is the high bidder on that. Everybody else is out. And Rick James, we have an out. That's a final call then to Scott Ham for 27. Shane wants the Iron Maiden Trooper and Master of Puppets puzzle. Iron Maiden the Trooper and Master of Puppets puzzle. Those are sold to Shane and Shane. Shane, I've got you down for those. Those are sold to Shane Devers. Sherry wants Waylon, Willie, and George. Country Trifecta. Waylon, Willie, and George. That is for George Jones' greatest hits. She also wants the Willie Nelson, Yesterday's Wine, and the Waylon, the Ramblin' Man. Nice pickups there. Those are all sold to Sherry Darnell. Next comment was, which Billie Holiday? That was called Billie Holiday Strange Fruit. It's $24.99. It's a gatefold Atlantic pressing, no condition notes, $24.99. Also, Leslie said, what was the Queen? Queen Latifah was a 12-inch single. Queen Latifah featuring De La Soul. Mama Gave Birth to the Soul Children. Queen Latifah featuring De La Soul, a 1990 promo, $16.99. Is the AC the band you hate the name of? No, I'll show that record in just a second. I'm going to look it up and then we'll put it up for auction. Michael Nath wants the Billie Holiday. It's not a bad name. It's just kind of nasty. Their titles are usually nasty too. And next was, how much was Cornelius Brother, Sister Rose? Cornelius Brother and Sister Rose, Big Time Lover, $14.99. All right, Hank is sold to Shane Devers for $45. That's sold to Shane Devers for $45. And the Rick James, sealed Rick James Greatest Hits, the Scott Ham, for $27. Any Madonna. Angel, Madonna could pop up at any time. The way we do records here is we show whatever's in these bins. They're all new stuff. I don't know what's in there, and everybody watching doesn't know what's in there. We kind of just show whatever pops up first. Let me bring over a new crate because I filled that one up pretty fast showing those puzzles. And I'm going to bring over more puzzles. We have, let's say here, Jimmy Buffett. Same thing. Jimmy Buffett could pop up at any second. Mahalia Jackson was $9.99. What the world needs now, $9.99. Any Steel Panther. It could pop up at any second. Make sure you're paying attention. Make sure you're ready to claim something. I have no idea what we're about to show. That's why anytime a request pops up, I'm like, well, we could, but I have no idea myself. It's always a guessing game. It's always a guessing game when you're watching this show. Let me go ahead and try to look this thing up right quick. Let me pull up Discogs right here. And let's get up 2 new auctions. Let me get a new crate too. So I still got new vintage stuff to go through, but we have 2 completely plumb full crates of new vinyl putbacks, and well, mostly non-payments. A lot of these were huge pre-orders. That people didn't send payment on. Whenever we put up a huge pre-order and I see that we have like 100 claims, there's going to be 4 or 5 people that never pay for it. We could send them 10,000 reminders and they're just not going to pay for it. So we have to eventually cancel the order and resell it, which is what we're about to do right now. So pretty much, this is all new vinyl. And it's going to be like we're going through new stuff. So let's see what we have in here. First, let me try to look this thing up right quick. 670211525618. I don't think it's too rare, but I just know we don't get it too often. It's sealed. It's from 2005. And this is the OG pressing. 5 copies for sale. And none are in the United States. Wow. None are in the United States. They're all for sale in Germany and the Netherlands. And the last sold, let's see what we have here. Wow, none of them are never, there's like none ever for sale in the United States. Like even all the sold ones are all overseas. $35 start. Nashville Pussy, get some. I just don't like the name of that band. It's like the one we had last night, the AC. $35 start. $35 start. It is a sealed copy. $35 start. Nothing really wrong with the title, but just not something I'm going to try to repeat too many times here live on Facebook, especially with the way they monitor all this stuff now. So, okay, next auction over there with the Nashville Cats. We got another sealed Hank Williams. Hank Williams Jr., that is. Hank Live, sealed. Now, like I just said, I just looked this up. I mean, I don't see one sold in the United States for like 2 years, and there's none for sale. So, for some reason, this thing doesn't come up for sale too often in the United States, at least on Discogs. Hank Live, sealed, with hop sticker, $25 start. This is sealed Hank Williams Jr. Live. It's a sealed retail copy. Very nice. $25 start. Okay, back up to the top. We have, if anybody, Kathy, if you want that Mahalia Jackson, just let me know. It's still available. Who asked for it? Kathy Webb. It's still available. Nashville P is at $35.35, now $40 and $38 and $25 on Hank. And let's go through this new vinyl here. There could be anything in here. I'm telling you, this is like all non-payment stuff. Very, very cool. Because I kind of glanced at it, but there's some stuff in here I'm sure we hadn't seen in a while. Creator, live at Dynamo Open Air, 1998. Creator is $28.99. That's sealed. Creator, live on colored vinyl, $28.99. I've got 1 copy. I've also got 2 copies of Pantera, live, Dynamo Open Air, also on colored vinyl, $31.99. That's a 2 LP. So that's sealed and sealed. Everything in here is sealed. Charles Wesley Godwin, Family Tiles. That is an indie exclusive clear vinyl, $34.99. And Linda Ronstadt, this is Canciones de mi Padre, $33.99. $33.99. Thank you, Kathy. I'll pull that. If you're a first-time buyer, make sure you message our page. This is our business page, Collect Co. Make sure you send us a Facebook message. There should be a button whenever you click on our page. This is so do you. We do sales, live sales, 6 nights a week. I host here live 6 nights a week, $7 in limited shipping. So tonight is Friday night. We're doing another sale tomorrow. Anything else you buy tonight and anything else you buy tomorrow, $7 in limited shipping. We will invoice you on Monday. For anybody new watching, invoices don't go out till Monday. Sometimes we have new buyers who buy on Monday night, and then they message us the next morning and say, I never did get an invoice. And we're like, it's still going to be 7 more days before you get one, because we do all buying all week or all selling all week, and then we combine. That's how we do that. All right, Linda Ronstadt, this is all $33.99. These are all buy it nows. You don't have to put the price. These are first come, first serve. You don't have to put the price. Just FYI. Okay, so we had NP over here. Nashville P. Tom Sullivan was at 42. Hank was at 35. Nashville P was at 55. Hank was at 40. Hector Patino wants Linda Ronstadt. He was first to that. Shane Devers was at 45 on Hank. So was Brooke. Christopher, you were second to Linda Ronstadt. Only had 1 copy. Nashville P is at 60. Okay. Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style, 30th anniversary. Wow, this is the green and black smoke colored. $39.99. That one was out of stock for the longest. I need to put a price on that too. $39.99. This is a Snoop Dogg Doggy Style, green and black smoke colored vinyl. Let me put a sticker on this one. $39.99. That was the pre-order price, and I still have just this one, and it is sold to Shane Devers. $39.99. Nashville P, we have 2 people tied at 62. I have Ozzy, Bark at the Moon, a Record Store Day Essential on blue vinyl. 40th anniversary edition on blue vinyl. Here's 4 people who pre-ordered it and never did send payment. So these are all non-payments. Record Store Day Essential, 40th anniversary on blue vinyl, $34.99. You'll probably see me, sometimes you'll see me reply to people on old pre-orders. People, I'll reply to their comment. I'm like, we still hadn't got a message from you. Can you please message the page? And then 2 days later, I'll reply to their comment again. Hey, we still hadn't heard from you. Can you please message the page? We still haven't heard from you. And then after about the 5th attempt, I just delete their comment. I block them from the group, and we resell their pre-order. So that's what happens. Somehow people end up in our group and they pre-order stuff, and then we never do, like, they just ignore our replies. So that means they have something, there's something going on inside their head. So Bob at the Moon, Bark at the Moon, $34.99 for Ozzy. John Oliver, you get 1 copy, and I've got 3 left, and I actually have more over here if anybody else wants one. So John Oliver gets 1. Nashville P, the high bid is Mitchell Richardson at $68. That is sealed. It's called Get Some. And then the last bid on Hank Live, the last bid that came in on Hank Live was Shane Devers at $45. Shane has that at $45. And we have $34.99. We have Testament Live at Dynamo Open Air, $19.97. That's Testament Live, $26.99. $26.99. Stone Temple Pilots, Thank You. This is a blue vinyl. This is a Stone Temple Pilots Greatest Hits. Stone Temple Pilots Greatest Hits. Blue vinyl, 2 LP, $39.99. It has all their great music on it, $39.99. I just need to bring this price going. You can tell some of these were pre-orders because they don't even have stickers on them. $39.99. Daniel Bouzide and Ozzy was $34.99. That was blue vinyl. Blue vinyl, and this is on blue vinyl. Stone Temple Pilots, Thank You. Okay. Godsmack, $39.99. Godsmack, 2 LP. First time that had been ever pressed on vinyl. $39.99. Godsmack. And we have 1 copy of How the Grinch Stole Christmas on Grinch green colored vinyl, $36.99. NP is at 71 with Tom Sullivan. Tom Sullivan has NP for 71, and Hank is at 45 with Shane Devers, and we're definitely about to sell that. Josh Tanner wants a Stone Temple Pilots. That's so did Josh Tanner. We have Bush Loaded, the Greatest Hits. This is a Bush Greatest Hits, 2 LP, $44.99. It's on clear vinyl. Bush Greatest Hits, pressed on cloudy, clear vinyl. Bush Greatest Hits. Mike Torres wants How the Grinch Stole Christmas. That's sold to Mike Torres. Oingo Boingo, Nothing to Fear, limited edition 500 on brown and white colored vinyl, $28.99. Kiss Psycho Circus, $49.99. Kiss Psycho Circus is $49.99. And Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Mojo. Mojo on red vinyl, $39.99. Hank Live is sold to Shane Devers for $45. Shane, that's sold to you. Nobody else has bid on NP since Tom Sullivan bid $71. However, not many people have set out. I'm about to sell it for $71 if anybody else wants it. The Beatles, Now and Then, $28.99 for The Beatles. And Roger Waters, The Dark Side of the Moon Redo. Dark Side of the Moon Redo. That's a 2 LP on blue vinyl, $46.99. $46.99. Dirty Honey, Can't Find the Brakes, $33.99. That should be on clear vinyl. It is. That's Dirty Honey on clear vinyl, $33.99. Another Oingo Boingo, Good for Your Soul. That's limited edition 500 on clear and metallic orange vinyl, $28.99. And Fiona Apple, Title. Fiona Apple is $46.99. Fiona Apple's $46.99. Let's grab our next couple auctions over here then. How about another sealed Hank Williams Jr.? How about a sealed Willie? How about some sealed Willie and some sealed Hank? Sounds good to me. Going up for auction right now. We have, is everybody still alive out there? Have I lost a chat or something? Facebook has 0 viewers right now. That's not good. I was wondering, like, what has happened? Let me check my internet connection over here. Are we live? Test 1, 2. I think I'm connected to Facebook, but I've just lost my chat because I'm like, I think everybody has, yeah, we have 0 people watching on Facebook right now. That's the problem. I was like, what in the world has happened? Okay, let me figure out what's going on over here. I'm going to step over here and grab a monster. Maybe we can get... Yeah, we got 89 people watching on YouTube and 0 watching on Facebook. Let me figure out what's going on over there. Let me click on it. Test 1, 2. I'm connected. What has happened? Yeah, I'm live. Like, I'm watching it right now. I see 1 viewer. Are we back? Nope. Well, this can only mean one thing. I need to drink a Monster Energy drink. Oh, man. It's weird, though. Like, I'm watching it live right now, but it's like nobody else can. Let me go to my personal page and let's see if I can view it as Chad Williams. Nothing on Facebook. I know. It says we're connected, like I'm viewing it right now, but it's just like Facebook post removed. Is that what it says? This is why we can't show dirty records. Huh. Facebook says can't post. Yep. Well, that's weird. Well, post has been removed from Facebook. Oh, no. Okay. I'm trying to comment on remove post. Well, I haven't removed it. Your video, here we go. Your video is blocked and can't be viewed by others. Your video was blocked because it may contain music, audio, or video footage that belongs to someone else. Your video matches 55 seconds of audio owned by Naxos of America, Wright's music manager. The Ambassadors, unabridged. He Faced It on the Spot by John Chancer. It's saying we played music by Naxos of America, The Ambassadors. Let me figure out what's going on here. Submit dispute. This is incorrect. Yeah, it's saying we played music. We played 55 seconds of audio by The Ambassadors Unabridged. He Faced It on the Spot by John Chancer. Okay, we might have to restart then because it's saying there's been some kind of copyright claim on our feed. All right, here's what I'll do then. Let me restart the feed. I'll just restart, okay? So we got some kind of copyright claim on our video. I filed a dispute, so yeah. All right, let me end the feed. I'll restart, okay? For those that can still hear me, let me restart the feed. I'll be right back. Give me about